time of 52.92, a new high school national record. Back-to-back state champions.
NET Sports, Nebraska's home for championship sports, is live at Morrison Stadium for the 2015 Boys State Soccer Championships here in Omaha, Nebraska. The Class A championship on hand for Casey Mann. I'm Thor Tripp. We'll get with Ryan Mix here in just a bit, but a great one here in Class A, a pair of teams that maybe not everybody expected to be in this championship.
Yeah, I think a lot of people thought South was going to be here, but Millard West has had a great run, so it'll be interesting to see how Prep handles not playing South and playing a hot team in Millard West.
Yeah, Millard West led by Eric Fonner. He's played well throughout this tournament and all season, and he's one of our key players to watch for with the Wildcats.
He's good, he's busy, he's active again, and he's an integral part of that team. Same for Prep, Vincent Nolet. He's kind of the same, a key piece of their cog, but both are really solid teams, so lots to play for tonight. Yeah,
you mentioned Nolet on the other sideline here, somebody to watch for the junior Jays. He's really been able to key this team and get some momentum here in the state tournament.
Yep, I think, tonight I think it's going to take a team effort from both teams. Both these players, a lot of them know each other well, a lot of club history together, so lots of storylines tonight.
Yeah, when you look at the map on this one, not too far apart, just 13 miles separating Millard West and Creighton Prep. When you look at the bracket and how these two teams got here, Creighton Prep had to get in as a wild card. They knocked off Omaha Bryan, who beat them in the district final, and then they got themselves here to the state championship game with another win.
Yep, big win over Millard North, so they took advantage of the opportunity that was given them to get here. Now they got to take one more step.
And Millard West knocking off top-ranked Omaha South in penalty kicks to get here. And we've got all the action coming up for you here at Morrison Stadium in the Class A title game next.
Whether it's spring planting, fall harvesting, or just a drive across the state, soy biodiesel helps a diesel-powered engine operate in a demanding job. Soybean oil from Nebraska soybeans makes biodiesel a renewable fuel that's also environmentally responsible. The soybean checkoff plays a major role in supporting the use and availability of biodiesel. The Nebraska Soybean Board, growing opportunity from the ground up.
Safety tips from the Nebraska Department of Roads.
If you should run off the paved surface of the roadway, keep a firm grip on the steering wheel. Resist any immediate urge to whip the vehicle back onto the pavement. A rapid attempt to return to the pavement may cause you to lose control of your vehicle. Ease off the accelerator and avoid slamming on the brakes. Unless there is a more serious threat, stay off the road until the surface allows for a gradual, safe return.
Back when the fields were worked by rugged men guiding heavy plows behind horses, First Nebraska Bank was there, helping farmers buy the land and equipment they needed to grow the future. More than a century later, we're still here, helping nurture the Nebraska farm families who dedicate their lives to feeding America and the world. But it all starts with a seed, and that's why the seed is our symbol and our promise. Now, let's go grow something.
Over the years, the Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association has supported many Nebraska athletes by helping them excel physically. But the mental game is just as important. That's why we're pleased to sponsor the NSAA Academic All-State Award Program, recognizing students and athletes who shine in the classroom and as leaders. We're proud to team up with these exceptional individuals. Together we can continue to make Nebraska a great place to live, learn, and play.
Coverage of the 2015 NSAA Boys High School Soccer Championships on NET is made possible in part by the Nebraska Soybean Board, First Nebraska Bank, and the Nebraska Department of Roads. A big thank you to all our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We couldn't do it without your support.
Welcome back to Morrison Stadium in Omaha, gearing up for the primetime match, Creighton Prep, Millard West. It should be a great show. Millard West 14-7 entering this contest. Creighton Prep with 16 wins. And let's take a look at some key impact players in tonight's matchup. For Millard West, Connor Tupper, Caden Frank, those are a couple guys up top to watch. And for Creighton Prep, Joseph Eckert and Michael Corbett. Corbett's the Junior Jay's leading goal scorer with 11 goals this season. Millard West head coach Ron Biernick. This is his final game with the Wildcats, plans on retiring. Millard West hopes to send him out in fashion. Creighton Prep, they have other ideas. And now let's go for our player introductions. Let's toss it up to public address announcer Danny Gray.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Creighton University's Morrison Stadium in the 2015 NSAA Soccer Championships for tonight's Class A Boys Finals matchup between the Wildcats of Millard West High School and the Creighton Prep Blue Jays. Fans, we ask that spectators not go onto the playing field at the conclusion of the game because of the possibility of injury to players and/or spectators. Nebraska School Activities Association is not responsible for any injury caused by spectators rushing onto the playing field. In addition, we ask that fans do not climb on or lean over the concrete retaining wall surrounding the field. Fans, tonight walking out with Millard West High School tonight is the U7 and U8 Arsenal Dynamo of Omaha Legends Soccer Club. Walking out with Creighton Prep this evening is the U10 Inter of the Grand Island International Soccer Academy. And now for the introduction of the players and coaches. Meeting tonight with the visitors, the Wildcats of Millard West High School. Number 1, Chase Bishop. Number 2, Justin Mock. Number 3, Drew Cortis. Number 4, Jordan Cahill. Number 5, Joey Sutter. Number 6, Connor Cloyd. Number 7, Tanner Miller. Number 8, Connor Tupper. Number 9, Caden Frank. Number 10, Dan Zapata. Number 11, Ian Freeman. Number 12, Grant Satola. Number 13, Peyton Miller. Number 14, Eric Feiner. Number 15, Javier Nahera. Number 16, Rohan Kendall. Number 17, Hunter Wesson. Number 18, Jake Simon. Number 19, Jeremy Hoych. Number 20, Justin Hoych. Number 21, Sam Johnson. And number 22, Conrad Sandoz. Head coach of the Wildcats is Ron Bierning. He's assisted by Michael Doria, Evan Kriska, Juan Aguirre, Randy Bockley, and Cesar Hernandez. And now for the home team, the Junior Jays of Creighton Prep High School. Number 00, Caleb Bayer. Number 1, Louis Florsch. Number 2, Joseph Eckert. Number 3, Joseph Florsch. Number 4, Noah Florsch. Number 5, Edward Gordon. Number 6, Jacob Mueller. Number 7, Mark Braun. Number 8, Brandon Kniglia. Number 9, Sean Tui. Number 10, Timothy Cafton. Number 11, Austin O'Brien. Number 12, Vincent Nolette. Number 13, Trevor Johnson. Number 14, Colin Kozel. Number 15, Peter Monahan. Number 16, Tanner Andrews. Number 17, Benjamin Cafton. Number 18, Will Apker. Number 19, Luke Findley. Number 21, Michael Corbett. And number 22, Jacob Kenny. Head coaches of the Junior Jays are Tom Hoover and Jim Swanson. Assistants are Daniel Muehlman, Mike Witt, Steve Manzu, Katie Hermanic, Russ Walter, and Luigi Catalano. Your officials for tonight's game: referee Brittany Hageman, AR1 Jim McVeigh, AR2 Mark Remsa, and the fourth official Michael Ricker. Respect and good sportsmanship are essential for high school athletics. The Nebraska School Activities Association encourages good sportsmanship by students, athletes, coaches, and spectators. During each game, fans, players, coaches, and bench personnel of both schools should demonstrate respect, sportsmanship, and ethical behaviors at all times during this event.
And we're back here at Morrison Stadium for the Class A state championship game. A great one on tap here, and really a great night to play soccer if you're a fan of this game right here. Creighton Prep and Millard West in action. You see the wind dying down a little bit, less than it was before. Northwest at 13 miles an hour. We've got a little sunshine and 58 degrees, and you're feeling pretty good about things, Casey, if you're out on the field right now.
This has to be one of the best soccer environments right now for a high school kid in the country. I don't think there's many that can rival this. I mean, the crowd, the environment, the backdrop, and you got two teams who know each other well. A lot of club history, a lot of background. Both have, kind of had a great run. One excited to get here, taking their chance. The other one knocking off everybody that beat them earlier in the year. So hopefully an exciting time ahead.
Now you look at Millard West right now, led by Ron Biernig. He's in his final season with the Wildcats, and what a way to go out if you're a head coach of a team and a program like this, as he has been for so long now, leading your team to a state championship game, knocking off a couple of teams that have beaten you in the process, in Kearney and Omaha South, the #1 team. And for Creighton Prep, you see co-head coaches Tom Hoover there in the white hat and Jim Swanson in the royal blue over on the left side there. Creighton Prep, no stranger to this game. They've been in 4 state championship games now over the past 5 seasons, and they've won 8 state championships, trying to make it #9 here tonight. And you see Coach Swanson there. They've all been around the block, and these two coaches, I don't know if it's twice the beautiful minds or what it is, but they've been working for Creighton Prep over the last few years especially.
Yeah, they're kind of considered one of the establishment, one of the powers, and if you're going to win a state championship, I think you got to go through South and you got to go through Prep, and Millard West went through South, and Prep is also one of the soccer dynasties now, so it's all on the line here for both teams.
Yeah, we talked about Millard West knocking off a couple of teams that had beaten them earlier in the year. It's the same for Creighton Prep, though, when you look at the state tournament. Omaha Bryan in the first round was the team that beat the Junior Jays in the district final, and they knocked them off in the opener. And then in the last matchup as well, Millard North is one of the teams that beat Creighton Prep earlier in the season. And Prep was able to come back and knock them off as well. So both these teams playing their best soccer at the right time, in case that's really what it's all about.
It is. It's taking advantage of the opportunities, individual moments of either brilliance or, kind of mishap, and just living in the moment.
Now Creighton Prep here with an early attempt, and they're going to get a good start to this match. Less than 10 seconds in, you'll have a corner kick opportunity off the jump. So Creighton Prep certainly not slowing down by any means here to start this state championship game.
We saw that in the first match, emotions, how are they going to play a role, and then set pieces, and right away, 30 seconds in a set piece, and keeper does well to come out and handle it, because, to give up a goal 15 seconds into the game is tough. So Prep put Millard West under pressure right away, and Millard West kind of have to work their way out of this and settle into the game and see how the rhythm of this game develops.
Yeah, this one early on here, both teams trying to get a feel for it and each other. They know each other a little bit here, as Creighton Prep knocked off Millard West earlier this season. But Casey, these teams familiar with each other in the offseason as well.
Yeah, most of these kids play either club together or against each other, or one on an older team, one on a younger team. So, I mean, the history with these kids, they know each other really well. So that can bode well, and it also can, be a little bit feisty too.
Opportunity here for Millard West early on is cleared out of the box there. Nice job by Colin Cazole to keep that one out of the way. You can connect with us on Facebook and Twitter, add a comment, or catch up on the latest Nebraska sports info. Make sure to like NET Sports and Big Red Wrap-Up and join the conversation. Now you see Millard West with a throw in here, deep in Creighton Prep territory early on, and we've seen in the Class B game earlier today how dangerous these set pieces can be.
Yeah, becoming a big part of the game is kind of launching them into the box and making something happen out of them. And here again, you know, bouncing around and handball, you know, a foul, anything can happen. So it's just getting it in the box.
It looks like Creighton Prep will have it going the other way here now, just a couple minutes into this one, and both teams certainly great supporting cast here as you look around the stadium. Fantastic fan support for both of these squads, and that's what you're going to get when you're playing in Omaha with a pair of local Metro teams. Now Millard West on the attack there, trying to get it up to Grant Satola, but unable to come through there. And Creighton Prep tries to play a little defense. Nice job by Mark Braun there to clear it out, but back in deep into the zone is Joseph Sutter for Millard West, and handled by Lewis Florsch on the back end there for Prep.
You know, and with these kids knowing each other so well, I think you can see already a little bit. I'm sure there's nerves, but it's not quite as helter-skelter as it was in that first game where there was so much emotion. So in this one, you see both teams maybe want to settle down a little bit and try to develop a little bit of rhythm and connect the passes, which, you know, I think would bode well for an exciting game, and we'll see how things develop. But it's nice to see the ball on the ground and kind of being knocked around, and both teams a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah, Eric Fauner with it. We talked about him being one of the key players for this Millard West team, really one of the catalysts for their offensive attack. See a nice little move there by Mark Braun. Up ahead now, looking for Sean Toohey, and this one knocked out of bounds, so Prep will have a throw in here in Wildcats territory. And Junior Jay's trying to control it now with Vincent Millett up ahead, but knocked back away toward midfield again here. You see both of these teams trying to take a couple chances, take a couple shots early, and see if they can get something going offensively.
Yeah, you know, Prep kind of settled in, had a couple passes, but then looking for a big ball in a little bit early, maybe a little bit too early. Could find a few more passes and get a bit of a rhythm. But, you know, all in all, I think they seem to be settled and have a game plan where they kind of keep the ball with the switch the field.
Grant Satola had a steal of an opportunity there, but kind of taken back away from him. And now out in front again, we come to Wildcats as Eric Fauner with it, and up ahead.
I think a key for Millard West, like I mentioned earlier, is Fauner, and he's comfortable with the ball, getting the ball, playing it through him, and seeing what he can do to play other people in.
Shot on goal is wide on the far side there. First attempt for scoring-wise, and we're still scoreless here, just about 4 minutes into this game. Both teams trying to get a sense of what the other's trying to do strategically here in terms of their lineup, and really not a whole lot of action thus far as they try to still feel themselves in.
Yeah, and you know, like we talked about, it'll be maybe a moment of a breakdown. You know, a couple guys miss a step and something happens, an individual moment of brilliance, a foul. You know, that could lead to when two teams know each other so well, and a lot of players know each other so well, and it's a big game. And sometimes it's going to take that individual moment.
Now Mark Braun tripped up there on the attack, so Creighton Prep will have themselves a chance. Brandon Caniglia here on the free kick, just about 5 minutes into this one. Nice ball to the far side of the box. This one sails wide of everybody. Creighton Prep trying to get a foot on it, but Joseph Eckert can't handle it, and it'll come back the other way as Millard West will boot it back into the midfield.
Set pieces again, that first 15-20 minutes could be such a big factor. Creighton Prep's already had 2 opportunities. Nothing's came of them, but you keep getting opportunities over and over again. Something's bound to happen.
First touch belongs to the Wildcats there up ahead, but unable to create anything. Is trying to get in there is Daniel Zapata. One of the keys offensively for sure for this team. Nice boot back here. Get themselves an opportunity. Fauner trying to weave his way through traffic, but it's cleared away to the side, and Toohey has it for Creighton Prep. And back up front he goes. Nice piece of footwork there to keep himself off the sideline and move the ball up front.
Good individual moments from both.
Now up ahead here with an opportunity, but it's batted away. Nice job to just clear it out of the way by Chase Bishop for Millard West as Peter Monahan tried to chase one down there and unable to corral it in time.
Keeper did well just to punch that ball away, and now got caught with a handball outside the box to give up another set piece. So Tel Prep is looking for a ball in behind them to kind of catch him off guard. Both teams had a few moments of individual brilliance, you know, creative moves, so kind of bodes well for an exciting game.
Opportunity here for Creighton Prep as it's deflected out of bounds there. Nice move by Vincent Millard to get the Junior Jays in position here for a corner kick here as we move toward the 7-minute mark here of the first half. Millard will take it himself here from the corner. Nice boot to the far side of the box. No first touch there, but Eckert tries to get it back into the middle. Nice job by Chase Bishop of cutting off the angle and starting the charge back the other way for the Wildcats. Zapata with it. Nice steal by him, trying to get it up ahead to his teammate on the left side. Is deflected, but Ian Freeman certainly had a chance there. And Zapata is really one of those guys that has been, you know, if not the catalyst, then one of the most important players for this team. He's come back from a hamstring injury, or he was out most of the season, and since he's been back in there, this is just a different Wildcats team.
And you can tell just in these 2 moments, he's done well to hold on to the ball and create with it. So I think he's going to be an important piece as this game develops. He can hold on to the ball and create and play other players in. He could be a big factor for Millard West.
Throw into Zapata is stolen away and sent back the other way by Colin Cazal. And still scoreless now, looking to the far side there is Grant Satola. And an opening briefly, he'll have the throw in himself here as it sails out of bounds off the Junior Jays. Now with a chance, nice job Fauner to keep it alive on the sidelines and get themselves a corner kick. Fauner a little shifty down there on the line.
Did well, did really well there. Creative, confident, positive outcome.
Still scoreless here in the Class A state championship game. Eric Fauner tees it up here for a corner kick. Short and a little bit low, maybe lower than he wanted, but still an opportunity to send it back into the box there for Millard West. A couple of kicks deflecting off defenders from the Junior Jays there as Jordan Cahill took a big swing at it but was unable to connect. And Creighton Prep sends it up ahead to Monahan for the Junior Jays. Back into the middle now, back to Monahan on the side.
Just looks like Prep's a little too anxious on that final ball into the box, into the corners. They just done well to build up a little bit, but then a big ball a little too much. Millard West had some good individual moments as well. So.
Sean Toohey there with it. And as he tries to take a swing at it there, Edward Gordon is taken down from behind there by Fauner and helps him up. Not sure if there was really any ill will there at that point, just trying to get it away before he could get a good kick on it. As you take another look at it here, didn't see him coming, and he tried to get in front, did Fauner, but he just had a tough angle, and it's going to result in a free kick from the center.
I think he caught the worst of it too, trying to just disrupt it a little bit and kind of took the brunt of it as well. Good moment here from Prep.
Vincent Millard with the free kick toward the far side there, but just misses wide left. And another opportunity coming away with nothing here for the Junior Jays just about 10 minutes into this match. Both teams taking some shots and really not holding back at any point so far in this match.
No, it's exciting to see. They're both teams trying to play. It's a bit open, I think, already in this game in comparison to the other one. There's been 3 corners, a couple set pieces, and like I said, just 10 minutes in. So I think both teams know each other, comfortable, confident in this moment, and kind of can settle into a rhythm and make something brilliant happen.
Now a substitution as coming out in this one is Mark Braun to give himself a breather, and Peter Monahan as well. Stepping out and getting some high fives from his coaches as they try to get things going here on the sideline. This is a piece of footwork there on both sides. Grant Satola has it taken away from him and sent the other way, but Millard West will collect and send it back into the midfield here.
There again, Prep, good individual moment and then kind of a tough ball at the end. They got to kind of solve that problem here. Done well to get some possession, but they just haven't quite connected dangerously in the run of play.
Into the middle now as Prep tries to get a touch. Nice work there in the middle, trying to get it up ahead to Toohey. Nice boot here on the far side, deflected off his own teammate. An opportunity there as Jacob Mueller tried to get one on net, but comes off here and is ruled off sides on the touch here. As you can see, he's clearly behind the defense there, and going to send it back the other way. Good shot on the replay there. That's not one of the best in the biz right there, Casey.
Yeah,
that's well done.
Good. Very good, very good, very timely, and very important for us watching the game to be able to kind of see why the refs make the calls they make and how good our referees are.
Millard West now back down the side here. Both teams trying to scramble for him. We've seen a lot of that, a lot of aggressive chasing from each team so far in this game. Both teams clearly not short on effort in any capacity thus far.
No, a little bit more rhythm than the first game. You're getting 2 and 3 passes here, but then you're just missing that dynamic moment. A little bit more so from Prep. Millard West had a couple dynamic moments right in the box, but still the game is still kind of tight. It'll open up as we go.
Now Zapata with it now, trying to weave his way through the defense. He's taken out on the slide tackle attempt, but whistle down for it, and Zapata comes up a little bit gimpy.
Tough way to land.
You don't like to see that. You take another look at it here. He's trying to force his way through the defense there, and getting a good piece of it was Noah Florsch, but he's whistled, and looks like he got a good chunk of the ball there before he took out the body of Zapata, but
got the ball first, but still got the man and went down pretty hard. And now let's see what Millard West does with the shot. A bit of ways to take a direct shot on goal. Maybe they'll try to play it in, loft the ball in towards the PK spot, but Zapata going out for Millard West could be a big blow for them if he can't come back in here soon, because he did well.
Yeah, Zapata accompanied by a unique member of this year's officiating crew. Ryan Mix has more on that on the sideline.
Boys 5A state final, that is believed, and we talk about the players settling in, getting their nerves calmed down. We can't forget about the officials. You know, this is a big time environment. So far she's doing good. And guys, just want to say Zapata is holding his hamstring, and that's not good for him because he did have a hamstring injury that put him out for most of the season. So hopefully he'll be okay. We'll get an update on him later.
Yeah, that's one of those tough plays here, is to get a free kick into the box there, but the Junior Jay is doing a nice job clearing it out. You certainly don't like to see Zapata with a situation like that where an injury comes back to haunt you, especially in the state championship game. And after all he's meant to help get him here, hopefully he can be healthy and get back out on the field here at some point in this game.
Especially so early in how he's done and how he started this game and what it's meant for Millard West and creating some other opportunities. But back to the referees too, it's exciting to see this referee crew and to see Brittany do this game, because we've got some good referees coming up, and it's important to get them the opportunity and to celebrate really good referees like this. So she's definitely qualified to do this game, and it's exciting to see her here.
Back into the middle now as Creighton Prep tries to control the possession here. Sean Tui with it back to his teammate on the back end there, and up ahead now. Tui gets it back, trying to work his way through the defense, but Millard West pretty aggressive in terms of cutting off the angles and not allowing the Junior Jays to really get much going offensively. We'll have a throw in here and a substitution first. Coming into the game for Millard West is Hunter Wesson.
Kind of an interesting comparison right now. Looks like Millard West a little bit more dynamic and sharp in around the goal box, but Prep has been lacking that, but Prep's been better maybe in the the middle third of the field and in the back, just trying to gain a little bit of possession. So we'll see which team can develop the piece that they're missing right now. Prep that final ball, and Millard West maybe just to kind of get a rhythm to create more opportunities for themselves.
Ian Freeman getting a breather here for the Wildcats is coming down the sidelines. Grant Satola, he's taken out, and we'll have a free kick opportunity here for the Wildcats. About 14 minutes into this game now, no score so far. As you can see, Satola trying to snipe through the defense there in between, but he's has it taken out from him there. And
good bit of play, running at him, being active, trying to be dangerous and make something happen, and leads to a set piece. We'll see what Millard West does. It's important to put this ball in behind the defense, make the goalkeeper make a decision. And leave balls short like that, they're pretty easy for the defense to handle.
Yeah, not much doing there for the Wildcats off of that free kick. And we've got an update on Zapata down on the sidelines. Ryan Mix stands by.
Hey, Thor, yeah, just spoke with him, said he's doing fine. He's now running around on here on the sideline. Just a collision to his hip, hamstring's fine, and he's going to be checking in here soon.
Well, it's good news for the Wildcats, especially on offense, as they'll try to get one of their key cogs into this game. Good physical battle there between Millard West and Creighton Prep, and nothing too chippy, just trying to get a feel for the game and really get themselves in position to get their teams a chance to make something happen as we have it booed away now deep into the box. Good ball there from Connor Cloyd of Millard West, but it's sent back the other way to Creighton Prep, and they've got something brewing here down the sideline. Try to cut back there. Nice job defensively to disrupt it for the time being, but Eckert trying to get it into the middle there. Nice job on the defensive side by Jordan Cahill to eliminate the possibility of a Prep rally on that play.
Well done individually defending, kind of stood with him, and again, Prep maybe just a little too direct, trying to find that ball. Maybe could have played it wide, but both teams working hard, giving it their all right now. It's a good match, good entertaining match, good feel to it, and you know, lots of soccer ahead.
Michael Corbett's working down low there in the box, got a first touch on it and tried to get around the defender, but was unable to do so. And now Millard West will send it back into the midfield here. Up ahead off the first touch there, and Creighton Prep will send it back into the Wildcats' end.
But Zapata's back in from Millard West.
Big part of this Wildcats offense especially is hopefully he can run off that injury. Just walk it off, right?
Yeah.
Young kids, no problem. Little hip contusion, and these kids are pretty tough. They just certainly don't want to sit out in a game like this.
Oh, lots of emotion. What a great spectacle. They want to play through it.
Great effort there as Millard West tried to get something brewing on the far side there, but unable to convince the officials that it was going to happen. He's tripped up, and he's hoping for his teammate Tanner Miller to get a clear shot on goal there as Fauner is creating, but the whistle blown before that point could happen, and Wildcats will get a free kick as a result.
Yeah, Eric's one of the better players in the region in his age group, and you can see why. He's just comfortable with the ball in tight situations and creative out of it. He's been dangerous so far, and Millard West is kind of starting to knock on the door a little bit, getting comfortable around the box, and a few set pieces here and there, and opportunity may come their way.
Both these teams not necessarily pegged to be where they are right now, the 3 and 4 seed in the tournament, meeting up in the state championship game. So each team has exceeded expectations in terms of at least the original seeding for the bracket, and now trying to finish the job as Creighton Prep gets it into the midfield now. Edward Gordon working hard, trying to get it up ahead to Sean Toohey down the sidelines.
Zapata looked okay there. He chased that ball down, did well, so leg must be doing okay.
That's a good sign for the Wildcats for sure. Fauner runs into a teammate, taken down now by Brandon Caniglia, but no whistle there. They try to get it up ahead to the Junior Jays to Sean Toohey once again, but just a little bit too far.
You had mentioned that earlier, and I'm curious to see, I think everybody had thought when Prep got in, it was going to be a Prep South final, so curious to see how Prep reacts to not playing the team that they thought they were going to face, and Millard West taking advantage of the opportunity to beat one more rival, so some good storylines here.
Fauner up ahead to Tanner Miller there, who got popped with an arm as he came around the corner. Defender didn't see him and tried to clear it out of the zone, and something that you don't like to see from Miller there is looks like he's going to be okay, but
yeah, extracurricular
tough play. That's how it goes here in the state championships. A few subs coming in for Creighton Prep. Sean Toohey coming out for the Junior Jays, as well as Tim Cafton. His teammates trying to get a breather here as they approach the midway point of this first half.
It's important when they sub like this that these guys, the kids that come in, are active right away, try to get a touch on the ball, and try to have a positive impact, because it slows the game down and trying to find a rhythm again. So it's important that they're connected to what's going on and understand their roles, so that they kind of help their team keep the ball on the ground, keep it moving, and not sort of start all over again and kind of fumble through the emotions and the excitement of it, but keep it building the momentum.
Far sideline over there, Hunter Wesson trying to get it down. Has it knocked away. The Wildcats get possession back here, trying to reverse the field to the other side, and Prep has it with some numbers here, trying to split the seam, but a nice job by the Wildcats to get back on defense there.
Tough balls to play. I know Prep's looking for that, but when the Millard West defenders are running backwards too, there's not a lot of space, and you got to have something kind of lucky happen. So they've done well to get opportunities, but they're just kind of pushing it and forcing it a little bit too much.
Prep into the box, but Luke Findlay unable to get around a couple of defenders there and get a touch on it, and Millard West has it back now, and the Junior J's sideline, and we're still scoreless here in the first half. Creighton Prep and Millard West knotted up. We'll be back right after this on NET.
Hello, I'm Perry Stoner, inviting you to join the NET Sports Partners Club. With your support, NET brings you hundreds of hours of sports action each year. You count on NET for Husker Volleyball, Big Red Wrap-Up, and all the outstanding high school championship and college sports action in Nebraska. And we deliver the best in sports coverage to your home, no matter where you live in the state, thanks to our mobile production studio, live web streaming of our high school sports coverage, and updates on Facebook and Twitter. NET is Nebraska's home for sports, and sports partners like you make it happen. Log on to netnebraska.org and explore the many benefits of joining the Sports Partners Club. Choose from a broad assortment of thank you gifts, enjoy insider news and events, and take pride in knowing that through your support, you put the action in NET sports. Thank you.
Now you can watch NET sports coverage of the 2015 NSAA Boys High School Soccer Championships on your smartphone or tablet. Watch NET sports anytime, anywhere. Search for NET Nebraska in the App Store or download it free at netnebraska.org/apps. Still scoreless here in the first half of Morrison Stadium. Look at that skyline for state soccer, and another good sight to see. Daniel Zapata back in this game. And he's certainly looking a little bit more healthy coming out of this break, Case.
Yeah, that break kind of helped him establish his rhythm again, and been an entertaining first 20 minutes. It bodes well for the rest of the game. I think both teams are trying to play to their strengths, and what an environment. I mean, best in the country.
I think when you look at this game so far, you see a little bit more of a purpose, you know, on the turnover in possession. You don't see Creighton Prep or Millard West just getting it out of the zone and not trying to attack. It's more, you get possession and now let's go. It's not as much just throw it out there and see what happens.
Maybe a little bit of confidence knowing that they know each other so well, and they've played here, a few older teams, comfortable with each other, so they're confident what they can do and know their game plan. And good turn right there. See if they can get in the box and create an opportunity here.
Good chance for Creighton Prep, but taking down on the far side there to try to get the corner there. Timothy Cafton trying to make something happen. Did a nice job, nice move to turn and get himself in position.
Got caught up, legs got caught up underneath him, but good turn. Kind of the stuff that Prep needs to do. Play the ball wide, try to create opportunity running at Millard West from the corners. It's been a little too direct at first, so now they see if they can make some adjustments with that little timeout.
Yeah, that's one thing about teams that know each other pretty well. The direct attack is going to be tricky. You've got to kind of switch fields and do some things that maybe are out of the norm for you, but at the same time, you know, keep your identity and do what you know how to do best.
Play your strengths, take people on, but like we talked about, you know, these games kind of come down to a detail, a missed moment, a great opportunity, something unique, something creative, and both teams, that's kind of been the exciting part about this, is both teams are showing that they're willing to do that. The ball hasn't been bouncing around and just kind of hopeful soccer. They've been trying to play with a bit of a purpose.
Luke Finley with an opportunity there for Creighton Prep. Did a nice job getting it back in front, but nobody home there as Millard West Chase Bishop makes the play. Sends it back the other way now. Is stolen away and headed upfield. Brandon Caniglia for the Junior Jays, looking at the far corner now, trying to catch up to his teammate there is Ben Cafton. He gets back into the middle here. Nice shot on goal, but saved by Chase Bishop. First real strong opportunity for either team in this game, and Bishop comes up true.
Did well, big save, important save, just to, you know, kind of maintain momentum. Probably a save he should have made, but those are the ones that you have to make as a goalkeeper. Again, Prep, big through ball. I thought it was maybe a little bit too far, but a great individual moment to win that ball and create an opportunity off it. So right there sort of highlighted everything we're talking about. Good moment from a goalkeeper, maybe a tough ball, but a good individual moment to win it and create something, and game's kind of building here.
Millard West back up ahead, looking for Zapata down the middle. A little foot race there. Junior Jays going down there, hoping for a little bit more of a call as Finley went tumbling to the ground. And check that, was Will Apker actually that went to the ground there after Zapata got it from behind. But
yeah, could have been a bump, but you know, hard to tell. And the game's happening fast, and I think referee did a good job talking to the player afterwards.
Here's another look at this scoring opportunity for the Junior Jays. Captain doing a nice, getting it into the middle here as you see Captain coming up with the shot on goal there. And really an opportunity, and just with the left foot there, just trying to get it on goal and make something happen. But Chase Bishop coming up strong.
Yep, did well, true to the task. And again, just an individual hustle moment that kind of may make the difference in the game.
Both teams with a pair of subs back into this one here as we approach 16 minutes remaining in this first half. Junior Jays on the attack, but turned over.
Just kind of, they've done well in the middle part of the field. They're just struggling to really gain something in that final third. Millard West really hasn't had a whole lot of possession in the middle third of the field, but anytime they're around that goal box with Prep, they've been dangerous. So it's been an interesting dynamic to develop in the game.
Back down the sideline comes Prep, but stolen away here at the end.
Can Prep find the opportunities, and can Millard West take advantage when they get it?
Wesson looking for Zapata, but it's stolen away, and Prep with a chance here. Taken away there is, looks like Edward Gordon trying to corral it. He's got it on the far side now, trying to make a move. Nice job getting himself an opportunity in the box. It's knocked away. Bishop couldn't get a clean catch on it, but it was deflected just enough outside the top of the box there to clear it and send it back the other way. Millard West with an opportunity there as Tanner Miller unable to run it down, a little bit strong on the ball up front, but that's something that the Wildcats are certainly going to have to try to take advantage of.
Yep.
If Prep gets too many players down deep in that offensive third of the zone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come back.
Have to counter quickly. They did a good job there. Maybe the ball was a little bit too hard, but for Prep, then playing that ball wide on that right-hand side right now, they seem to have a bit of success. And Chase Bishop had to come out for that one. Did a good job. Kudos to him for trying to come out and not being frozen on his line. Just kind of maybe get there a bit quicker. Dangerous moment for Prep. They've had starting to kind of get a feel, gaining some momentum as they're being a little bit more creative.
Edward Gordon with a shot on goal, a little bit wide, but Bishop comes out to make the play, sent back into their own end now, and from one goalkeeper to the other, Lewis Flores scoops it up and he'll send it back into the middle of the field. Around 14.5 to go here in this first half. Still scoreless in the Class A championship game.
This is where both these teams, I think, could be comfortable playing the ball at the back. Punted from one goalkeeper, then punted to the next goalkeeper and bouncing around. I think that's neither team's strength. They need to get the ball on the ground, try to be creative, and try to play through their stronger players.
Nice ball up ahead here, looking for Finley. It's run down by the defense for Millard West, and looks like we're going to have a penalty kick in the box there as Finley got out in front. A great ball from Michael Corbett. Look at this pass, threading the needle between three defenders, able to get in front, and you can see there, it looked like Drew Cordes maybe got him from the backside there as he was trying to chase it down a little bit, but Finley actually maybe overran it a little bit.
Yeah.
But Cordes bails him out, and we'll have one heck of an opportunity to score here for Creighton Prep here with about 14 minutes left in this first half.
Tough call, but if you're Millard West, you got Chase Bishop, who made some big saves in the shootout, got some momentum, make a big save here, can turn the tide. It was a great ball, great opportunity, and Prep's got an opportunity here to kind of jump on board. And
Michael Corbett's on the boot, goes low left side and scores, and the Junior Jays take a 1-0 lead on a penalty kick in the first half.
Good composure to slot it at home, and goalkeeper went the other way. It's tough for a goalkeeper, especially when you know these guys. It's kind of the head games. You know which way he's going to go, which way did he go last time. He has to take a pick, and he went one way, and just nice slot home.
You can see a little bit of the positioning, a little hip switch there from Corbett's to be able to bury it. You got Chase Bishop off the balance there. Thought he was going far side with the way he approached the ball, but you talk about the fine art of scoring on a PK like that, Casey. What goes into if you're Corbett's trying to convert that play?
It's just going where your strength is and sticking to your routine, being comfortable and being confident, not second-guessing yourself. I think anytime a player sort of changes things up and is not sure and is looking at the goalkeeper or worried about something, you know, you're kind of done for a little bit that way. So did really well, just composure, just slotted it home. I mean, all the advantage in the world, and a great through ball. Led Prep to this opportunity. Now we'll see how Millard West responds. They've had opportunities themselves. They've got good players who can do it, so a lot of soccer to play.
Yeah, appropriate there that Corbett, who made that perfect pass really to get it up ahead to Finley, was able to finish it off with the goal himself.
Yeah.
And now Prep in front 1-0 here as we get down toward the end of the first half. Now up ahead looking for Monahan behind the defense. He can't track it down either. Wildcats booted away. Justin Mock doing a good job clearing it out, but back we go.
Millard West a little bit out of sync in the back. Spacing's a little bit off and giving up some angles and some spacing behind them, and they got to kind of sort it out because Prep's taking advantage of it. Another good opportunity and another good ball, and we're in again here.
Around the corner into the box in the middle there. Monahan with it, controls it, tries to take a shot, but it's deflected out of bounds, and we'll have a corner kick here for the Junior Jays. You said it, the Mustangs struggling on the defensive side here. Creighton Prep, it seems like just a wave that over the last 4 or 5 minutes they've had opportunities. They've, you can see them confident in taking some more chances.
Yeah, since that timeout. Since that timeout, maybe the first 15 minutes, 20 minutes of the game, they're instructed to just kind of be a little bit more direct. But since that break, they've kind of settled in and been dangerous, been a little bit diverse, playing from wide and attacking down the middle. Good goal, and Millard West kind of they have to get Fonner and Zapata maybe to get a hold of the ball and slow it down again for them.
Tim Kafton and Jacob Mueller getting a breather here for the Junior Jays. Corner kick here in play as they try to take advantage and make it a 2-goal game. Tough turnaround there. Nice job by the Mustangs, the Wildcats defensively, and setting it back upfield as Wildcats try to chase one down and get the equalizer here. Tui now with it, looking down the sideline for Finley again. He's got plenty of real estate to work with. Into the middle, looking for his teammate, but overrunning it is Monahan. Looked like he had a chance there and unable to convert it. Just a tough step for him there as Eckert comes back with it and gets it to his teammate Edward Gordon.
Prep's been dangerous. It's a good opportunity. Millard West now, they got to be careful. They're clearing the ball and they're chasing and they're kind of getting broken apart and they're spacing and just a lot of gaps and not a lot of coordination amongst each other. When they clear the ball, they got to work a little bit more together as a unit, stay compact, stay organized, and kind of see what some leadership develops out there and who can get a hold of the game for them. Because Prep's having a good run right now, and it's important for Millard West not to give up a second goal and be chasing the game a lot the rest of the way.
Mark Braun back into the game and gets it over to Gordon down the side, now into the corner. Prep offensively seems very aggressive at the time being. It seems like they have the confidence, like you said, and they're really kind of smelling blood in the water here a little bit to take advantage.
Just see it.
Gordon now back into the middle looking for Finley. An opportunity there, but Chase Bishop comes up and makes the play. Unhappy with a little contact there as Finley got into the action. He's been one of their go-to guys in the box as they try to get ahead on it there on some of those centering balls. And Bishop doing a nice job coming out and eliminating that threat.
Did well, did really well. Been active and is going to be important the rest of the game, especially if Prep continues to play with these opportunities.
Looks like we got a handball there on the Wildcats. A little incidental there from Joseph Sutter, but nonetheless, Creighton Prep will get a free kick here. Under 10 minutes remaining now in the first half. 1-0 Junior Jays, and try to add to it here.
Another good opportunity for him on a set piece. If they look to dump the ball in the box again, Bishop's been good coming out. So again, he shows he's not afraid to attack it. Prep may have to play at a different angle.
Coming up a little bit shorter here and clearing it out. The Wildcats.
That's where Millard West has to get a hold of the ball there.
Yeah, I tried to get up. It was a little bit too tall for him. Gordon comes up with it. Now we've got Vincent Millett back with the ball and in front of his teammate. Looking for Gordon there. He wasn't ready for the pass, and now the Wildcats with a run out here as they try to get something going.
Now this is where they need to get organized. Big ball over the top, kind of get into Prep's end. Now they need to get settled and kind of gain some momentum back themselves instead of staying spread apart. They just haven't had a hold of the ball here the last 5-10 minutes.
We've got 4 Wildcats back into the game, including Eric Fonner, Peyton Miller. You see Hunter Wesson into the contest again, as well as Daniel Zapata, who had a quick breather for the Wildcats. Now 8:40 and counting in this first half.
It's important for Fonner and Zapata now to get a hold of the ball. They were their key those first 15 minutes. Created a few opportunities. Fonner had a nice move that led to a corner kick. Zapata had a good combination. They got to get a hold of the ball again for Millard West.
Got 2 big reasons why the Wildcats are in this game right now at all. Certainly been a solid team effort from Millard West, but he couldn't do it without a couple of stars, and those two.
Yeah, you could just tell when Prep just had that run here the past 5-10 minutes that Millard West was missing something. They just couldn't quite get a hold of the ball and settle the game down. And Prep just kept running at him and running at him. We'll see now with these two back in if that changes the game a little bit.
Sean Tui with it now, back looking up ahead there as Trevor Johnson has it. Taken away though now as Wesson gets it back and has it stolen by Tui. Back to Wesson, back to Fauner, back to Wesson.
You see why he's such an important player. He's comfortable in the ball under pressure, doesn't panic, tries to create, and something positive happens out of it. Not a great opportunity at the end result, but you know, crowd gets excited, team gains confidence. They know now in a moment of panic they can play to his feet, play through him, and something good's going to happen with it. So he's a big piece, I think, for them going forward, knowing how this game has started and how Prep's been dangerous.
And up into the offensive zone here, Justin Mock getting it up to his teammate Zapata there, unable to corral it, and Gordon and the junior Jays will send it back upfield looking for Peter Monahan. Monahan a little shove in the back, and Wildcats will get the benefit of a yellow card there from Monahan. Definitely a little shove. He's one of those more physical players, especially for Creighton Prep squad. He's got a larger frame, and you can see here extends the arm, and
he got him
a little
late.
bit of frustration, and gets called for it. Good call there as Jordan Cahill went down to the ground.
Yep, right call. A big target player looking to hold on to the ball, step behind and got him. So game is, you know, Prep had the run here a little bit, but now since the substitution kind of slowed down a little bit, we'll see if Millard West can take advantage of it. Prep's going to just look to ride the 7 minutes out and get into half with the lead.
Wildcats with it now off the free kick. Fauner on the side. Looking for a little give and go there. Trying to split the D.
No, and again, it comes to him. Throwing deep in the zone. Playing through Fauner has been positive for Millard West. I think it's a key as they go into the second half. How do they find his feet? How does he connect with Zapata and build on it? I think being down 1-0 to Prep at half is not a bad thing. They've got a lot to build on, so it's important that they just, you know, kind of maintain, stay sharp, and look to build as the second half goes.
You can really see Fauner, his mind at work as he's kind of assessing the defense there, as you saw in that last play, kind of seeing what maybe is a little bit more vulnerable, and he's got an idea of exactly what he's going to do as soon as he lets the ball off of his foot. You can tell there he took off for the seam immediately. His teammate finds him, and they got themselves an opportunity. But
active is a good word. I like to use the word busy. He's active. He's got an active mind. He's creative. You know, he's just he's a neat player to watch, and a reason why the game is growing so much here. He's done well for Nebraska, done well at the high school level and at the club level, and you know, skillful player, busy player, creative player, good for the game.
Into the midfield now as both teams trying to collect. Nice job jumping in there and getting the steal for the Wildcats. Up ahead now looking for Zapata. He's got himself a chance, and he puts it off the crossbar and then heads it in off the crossbar, and no goal? Or they count it?
They call it a goal.
It looks like it counts on the second try. Zapata's first shot goes off the crossbar. He comes back, follows it, and heads it in himself afterwards. Look at that.
Oh, what a play.
The bounce looks like it goes in right away. He came back and headed it again. And it looks like it's right there. A clear shot. It's definitely in the goal.
Well done by the official.
And it might even have been into the first shot. You see
first
there?
one was.
The backspin, and got himself 2 goals on one play, and Millard West has knotted this thing up. What a great play, not only by Zapata, but the ball to get it there.
Through ball to get him, and Zapata, great composure, and then to follow it up. And you know what? Kudos to the referee. I mean, make that call in real time. We had the benefit of replay. He did that in real time and got it right. So great all-around play. We talked about it. Fauner and Zapata, they came in, made a difference, and now Millard West is back in the game. We got a game on our hands.
So we're tied up at 1 here with about 5 minutes left in this first half. And, you know, Millard West is one of those teams, we've talked about it all game, but Zapata and Fauner, they're 2 players that can strike quickly. And the ability to do that in a high school soccer match like this is pretty tough. And you've got another chance here in the middle, but looking for Tanner Miller, not able to connect.
Be interesting to see, you know, the game changed when those two came back in after that timeout. If as you go forward, you're going to take them out. Now you get in the second half. I mean, those two have been such a key. Maybe you got to leave them in now, because they've been definitely game changers for Millard West.
And the Wildcats with a little buzz on their sideline now, and get another look at it. Here it is again, just perfect placement on that, really trying to beat Louis Florsch's no easy task. He knew he had to go high, and just put it in right where he needed it to be. And you know, it's a great play, you know, on the entry pass there to get themselves in position, because you know, if that's not Zapata running it down, I'm not sure if anybody else can catch it and be able to split the D as he did.
No, great composure. You know, a lot of kids maybe panic in that moment. He just kind of held his ground. Keeper did well to stay big, and not only to put it off the post, but to then follow it up and put it off the post again. It's been tough to miss 2 opportunities like that right off the post, same spot. But
I'm going to go out on a limb and say his hip is feeling a little bit better now as we're tied up again. Another ball here in behind the defense, but a nice job by Florsch to come out and get that one before there was an opportunity for the Wildcats to try and take a lead.
Yeah, and even if it's hurting, I don't think it's hurting too much now, because he's feeling pretty excited about himself. Did well. Both Finer and Zapata have been impressive. Prep was impressive there for a few moments, and now Millard West is kind of taking the game back and forth game. Exciting second half ahead.
Nice play there by Jacob Mueller to take it over. Gets himself back into position there. Nice little centering ball looking for Michael Corbetts, who scored the Prep goal earlier in this half on a PK, but nothing doing on that one as the Junior Jays try to collect, but Millard West sends it back the other way. Miller out to the far side now. Fauner with it once again down the sideline, looking in the middle. It's deflected, but Fauner, one of those guys, he just, you know, you talk about football players, American football players, it is, with the stickum on their gloves.
Yep.
Fauner just seems like he's got it on his cleats. He always has control of it with either foot, any direction. Just one of those guys that really can do it all. A tough, aggressive header there is Joseph Florsch.
And we talk about it.
Taking out, looks like Connor Tupper there, and that's going to be sent back the other way for the Wildcats.
We talk about in games like this where a lot of emotions, high stakes, that you need a player who can slow the game down a little bit, and Fauner can do that when he gets the ball at his feet. Game slows down a little bit, other people can get into position and support him. You didn't see that a lot in the first game. It was no rhythm. A guy like Fauner can give you the rhythm here.
Junior Jays battling for, looks like Sean Toohey there able to keep it in bounds, but right to Hunter Wesson for the Wildcats, and he's got himself a run down the side off of Toohey, and the Wildcats, 1 goal to tie it now with under 2 minutes left in the first half. A good opportunity here on a corner kick to try and give themselves the lead heading into the half.
Be a big momentum swing if they can go from, you know, down a goal to up a goal here, and you know, playing against a big rival in the state finals, and you know, kind of a tough PK that they weren't sure about. They came back real strong and reacted really well. So even if they get into half 1-1, that's great. But if they get a goal here, wow.
Fauner with the boot, a good spot to the far side. Goes over the heads of the Wildcats there. It's like one of them just mistimed his jump a little bit there early, and Prep able to send it back and get themselves out of trouble here. But
it seems on those corner kicks and the set pieces in both games tonight, it's not necessarily the first ball, it's that second ball, because you know, timing of the runs and the congestion in the box, and it's who gets that ball that's bouncing around and when it's tried to be cleared. So another opportunity here. We'll see. They got to put it in behind the defense, make the keeper make a decision, and look for that second ball.
Under a minute now to play in the first half. Another free kick by the Wildcats is sent in, and Junior Jays trying to chase it down there so they don't give up that corner kick once again. Nice job by Creighton Prep trying to get it out. And Millard West forced to just knock it out of bounds and set up their defense with just 30 seconds left here in this first half.
It's kind of fair result right now. Millard West had a good run of play, deserved a goal. Prep, good run of play, deserved a goal. So I think 1-1 going in half is exciting for the fans. Both teams are trying to attack and play well, and kind of right now as it should be. We'll see what happens in the second half, and if Prep makes any adjustments to deal with Fauner and Zapata, and Millard West tries to clean things up a little bit in the back, dealing with Prep's through balls, and when they're kind of attacking numbers, how to handle it.
Now this one will just about do it here for the first half as Florsch controls it. He'll just hang out for the final 2 seconds of this half. And it's been a great one here at Morrison Stadium. 20 minutes in, and we're all tied up at 1 apiece. Creighton Prep taking an early lead. Millard West coming back to tie it. We've got Ryan Mix down on the sidelines with more.
Hey guys, entertaining first half. Joined alongside Millard West head coach Ron Biernick. Ron, what did you see on that goal from Zapata?
that's what we've been looking for all year out of him, and it's nice to see him healthy and playing again. So, you know, looks like it's going to be a tough game the second half. They're a little bit bigger, stronger than we are, but we're hanging in there. We're competing.
He's back after a hamstring injury. How much of a difference does he make out there?
Oh, a lot, and he's not even healthy. So, I mean, he's giving us what he can, and he's a difference maker. So he opens up some things for the other guys.
Coach, this is your final game. What are you going to say to the guys to make sure that you can end your career on top?
Oh, this is for them. I mean, win or lose, I'm fine. I'd sure like it for the school and for the former players that are here, that kind of stuff. But I'd love to beat Prep in the final game. Yeah, no doubt about that. So.
All right, Coach, good luck in the second half. Well, guys, Ron Biernick, classy guy. He's been here before. This is Millard West's 9th consecutive trip at the state tournament. The Wildcats looking to go out on top here in the final.
Yeah, you got it, Ryan. Coach Biernick and company trying to pick up that second state championship for Millard West. And you get another look at the Wildcats scoring play right here. We've got more coming up for you on NET Sports after the break.
Safety tips from the Nebraska Department of Roads.
If you should run off the paved surface of the roadway, keep a firm grip on the steering wheel. Resist any immediate urge to whip the vehicle back onto the pavement. A rapid attempt to return to the pavement may cause you to lose control of your vehicle. Ease off the accelerator and avoid slamming on the brakes. Unless there is a more serious threat, stay off the road until the surface allows for a gradual, safe return.
Back before paved roads and electricity, when a handshake was as good as a contract, First Nebraska Bank was there, helping turn inspiration into commerce. More than a century later, we're still here, providing the financial tools to help Nebraska businesses expand so they can provide jobs and grow our vital communities. But it all starts with a seed, and that's why the seed is our symbol and our promise. Now, let's go grow something.
Risk management surrounding head trauma and concussions is a priority of the NSAA. When in doubt, sit them out.
Some common symptoms of concussions are dizziness, confusion, and nausea.
The NSAA requires coaches in all sports to take a concussion course annually.
For more information regarding concussion management and return to play protocol, visit our website, nsaahome.org. When in doubt, sit them out.
You have many options to gather information, but when it comes to in-depth, thoughtful reporting on Nebraska news, your best option is NET News. Turn to NET News for our daily Signature Story as we examine important issues from state government to education to the arts and beyond. Listen to NET News Signature Story weekdays on NET Radio and online at netnebraska.org/news. NET News. There's more to the story.
We're back at Morrison Stadium, tied up 1-1 in the Class A state championship game at the half. Let's toss it over to our PA announcer for a special presentation of a 25-year award.
At this time, we would like to direct your attention to midfield. This championship and soccer games throughout the state all season would not be possible without the hard work of officials who lend their talents to the sport of soccer. At this time, the Nebraska High School Officials Association and the Nebraska School Activities Association would like to present an award to 3 officials who have reached 25 years of service as a high school soccer official. Presenting the awards will be NHSOA Director Kelly Clausen, NHSOA Soccer Board member Doug Epps, and NSAA Assistant Director Ron Higdon. Those receiving the awards this evening are as follows. Richard Brown of Papillion. John Pasica of Lincoln. Douglas Wagner of Columbus. And Doug Epps of Omaha. Thank you for your service to the NHSOA, NSAA, and the sport of soccer. We applaud you.
Congratulations to those 25-year award winners. We'll be back shortly with stats and updates.
Whether it's spring planting, fall harvesting, or just a drive across the state, soy biodiesel helps a diesel-powered engine operate in a demanding job. Soybean oil from Nebraska soybeans makes biodiesel a renewable fuel that's also environmentally responsible. The soybean checkoff plays a major role in supporting the use and availability of biodiesel. The Nebraska Soybean Board, growing opportunity from the ground up.
Back when the fields were worked by rugged men guiding heavy plows behind horses, First Nebraska Bank was there, helping farmers buy the land and equipment they needed to grow the future. More than a century later, we're still here, helping nurture the Nebraska farm families who dedicate their lives to feeding America and the world. But it all starts with a seed, and that's why the seed is our symbol and our promise. Now, let's go grow something.
Risk management surrounding head trauma and concussions is a priority of the NSAA. When in doubt, sit them out.
Some common symptoms of concussions are dizziness, confusion, and nausea.
The NSAA requires coaches in all sports to take a concussion course annually.
For more information regarding concussion management and return to play protocol, visit our website, nsaahome.org. When in doubt, sit them out.
Participating in Nebraska high school activities has taught me about teamwork.
I've learned how to lead among my peers.
At my high school, I have set goals and I work hard to accomplish them.
I like to run on my cross country team. It makes me feel good about myself.
The Nebraska School Activities Association, providing opportunities in over 25 activities in 304 high schools across the state of Nebraska. We are the other half of education.
And we're back here at Morrison Stadium. You see the Omaha Bryan Bears receiving the Class A Sportsmanship Award. It's the school's first appearance in the state championships, and congratulations to them. Well deserved as Bryan makes the tournament. And you saw they lost in that first round at Creighton Prep, and the highlights here. This is the play that scored the first goal. Michael Corbett's up ahead to Luke Findley. He's called for the penalty kick there are the Wildcats, and Corbett comes through and delivers one in the bottom of the box there to make it 1-0 Junior Jays. And at that point, Creighton Prep really with all the momentum, but Millard West able to come back, get themselves an opportunity here. As you see a nice job on the save here, diving play. Chase Bishop really creating some momentum for the Wildcats, and then later on up ahead to Daniel Zapata, and he takes care of the rest. Buries it, even gets it in twice for good measure, and that hamstring, that hip, certainly not bothering him now as you take a look at the replay. Good call by the officials on the field, and that ties things up at 1 apiece here as we take a look at some of the stats from the first half. Creighton Prep, Millard West pretty even in shots on goal. A couple of saves for the Wildcats with Chase Bishop. A lot of fouls and a few corner kicks for the Junior Jays and a couple for the Wildcats, but really a pretty clean game at this point up to this juncture. And we're certainly looking at another good second half here. Another 20 minutes coming at you on NET right after this.
Safety tips from the Nebraska Department of Roads.
If you should run off the paved surface of the roadway, keep a firm grip on the steering wheel. Resist any immediate urge to whip the vehicle back onto the pavement. A rapid attempt to return to the pavement may cause you to lose control of your vehicle. Ease off the accelerator and avoid slamming on the brakes. Unless there is a more serious threat, stay off the road until the surface allows for a gradual, safe return.
No matter how you look at it, animal agriculture helps Nebraska's economy. The livestock industry provides increased tax revenues for schools and community services. Livestock enterprises also create jobs while contributing to existing businesses such as local banks and grocery stores. A thriving livestock industry helps maintain our current way of life, but also provides opportunities for the next generation of farm families. The Nebraska Soybean Checkoff helps to raise awareness of the importance of animal agriculture to Nebraska.
Over the years, the Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association has supported many Nebraska athletes by helping them excel physically. But the mental game is just as important. That's why we're pleased to sponsor the NSAA Academic All-State Award Program, recognizing students and athletes who shine in the classroom and as leaders. We're proud to team up with these exceptional individuals. Together we can continue to make Nebraska a great place to live, learn, and play.
NET Sports brings you all the action from the NSAA Girls State High School Soccer Championships, Tuesday, May 19th, live from Creighton University in Omaha. Class B begins at 5:30 p.m. Central, with Class A starting at 8 p.m. Central on NET World. A live webcast will be available at our website or on the NET Nebraska app.
And we're back live here at Morrison Stadium, getting ready for the second half of action. Ryan Mix down with the co-head coaches for Creighton Prep.
That's right, Thor joined alongside Tom Hoover, Jim Swanson. Guys, very entertaining first half.
Yeah, as you call it.
To say the least.
Yeah,
now, you guys are pretty familiar with the Millard West, so what adjustments do you need to make in the second half?
Most adjustments we made were between their ears, just in their head. Just get them to be composed and think positively. That's all we had to really do.
Yeah, I thought we had some great touches, some great opportunities there again. Finishing, Zapata up front, we had said was going to be dangerous, and that's what turned out to be happening. Yeah.
Yeah, he did a great job.
All right, guys, good luck in the second half. Should be another entertaining half.
I hope so.
Thor, this is the first time at the state tournament that Creighton Prep has allowed a goal. Lewis Flourish doing a nice job so far for the Junior Jays, and we'll see if we'll get some more action coming out in this half.
Thanks, Ryan. And the coach is certainly excited about another good half of soccer there as well. Those two, we've known each other for a while now. It's nice to see, a couple of guys who really enjoy the game of soccer and appreciate, what Zapata brings to the table for Millard West and what the Wildcats have accomplished this year as well. And just to be able to step back and enjoy the game while you're on the sideline is something that's pretty rare.
Absolutely. Good guys and sense of balance to it. Not so emotionally tied up that they can appreciate it. They can appreciate this moment, can respect an opponent, and I think it's good and it's positive. It's positive to be around good people like that.
Part of that, I think, comes with the experience that Creighton Prep has had as well. 8 state championships and now their 4th state title game in the last 5 years. So Creighton Prep certainly no stranger to the big stage and trying to deliver again as the Junior Jays give themselves a chance here early on. Ben Cafton down the side. And early on here, Creighton Prep seems to have the advantage in tempo outside of one run out by Daniel Zapata.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. You always talk about at halftime to see which teams make adjustments, but both teams had positive moments in that first half, so I don't know that a lot of adjustments need to be made right away. Millard West had a good run of play at the end of the half, but Prep showed that what they did, if they can kind of keep the ball and be composed in the final third, created enough opportunities for them. So, like the coaches for Prep mentioned, maybe it's a little bit between the years right now and settling them down and refocus and playing through this next 40.
Looked like taken down there outside of the box was Tim Cafton, and he'll be rewarded for it at least. And Creighton Prep giving themselves another opportunity here. Good job directing that ball toward their teammate and really giving himself a chance here. A little bit incidental and kind of a weird ricochet that got into that position in the first place, but Vincent and Millard will have a chance here to give the Junior Jays a lead.
Yeah, kind of bumped him in the back, and here's an opportunity for Prep. 2 minutes into the second half. But, Chase Bishop, strong goalkeeper, hitting it right on goal. Tough.
Millard to the far side. Nice diving stop there by Chase Bishop, and he needed every inch on the stretch on that play. Great job. Really getting it into the position that he wanted for Millard, but Chase Bishop up to the task there as he got into the corner.
Yeah, great save. I think Millard saw the wall wasn't ready for Millard West and struck it well, and good shot, good save.
Now Prep now with the ball back in. Millard again trying to get himself into position to take a shot. Does a nice job of switching fields, gets it over to Ben Cafton, and it's knocked away by the Wildcats, but a good job as you take another look at this last play here by Millard. Great shot there and a great save. Good play all around. Chase Bishop up to the task, and he'll have to do it again here as Creighton Prep will have a corner just 3 minutes here into this second half.
You can see that sometimes you're going to try to catch the goalkeeper who, when they're trying to line up the wall, the shooter is told if you can go and that goalkeeper's lining up on the other post to do it. Nolet did it. Bishop just recovered.
Great job by Bishop being heads up, not just to direct the team where he wanted him to go, but also to be able to get back in position when he saw Nolet. Being able to talk to your teammates while watching the guy who's got the ball is a lot on your plate, and Bishop certainly doing his best to keep his team in the game and succeeding there on that last play.
Important for him that when he was setting up that wall, he was still watching the ball, because if he wasn't watching the ball and he was more caught up in his defender, that's a goal. So great save, and another great save to come out on the goal kick, or the corner kick, and catch that ball. He's had a good influence second half so far.
Sean Toohey trying to weave his way through traffic as his teammate gets taken out there on the side. Tim Cafton trying to make something happen. He was down on the ground there for a while trying to sell it a little bit, and then once he saw his team was in need, he got up and sprinted in the backside there. So just trying to do his best to let everybody know what happened. He got taken out, and it looks like he's going to be okay here. So up ahead now, nice pass up to Tanner Miller, and a nice job running it down on the defensive side there for the Junior Jays. Good work there by Colin Kozel, and he makes the play now. On the backside of that, Kozel was a little too physical on the side, and
looks to be getting a little chippy here. Kind of emotions are getting in, the crowd's getting into it. And, you know, the other part of this game that can be a little bit frustrating is the players like that they see the Premier League and everybody embellishing it a little bit, and, you know, over-exaggerating fouls. That looked to be a tough foul, but, you know, as it gets chippy and somebody thinks they get a foul and exaggerates, somebody else does it, and it kind of builds. We saw it in the first game. Hopefully the second half doesn't lead to that, because we've got two quality teams who've shown that they can play. So chippiness maybe needs to settle down a little bit. You know, Millard West get Fonner and Zapata hold of the ball again. Prep start to run it a little bit, get control of the midfield, and settle the game down a bit.
Yeah, Ian Freeman being helped off the field there, limping on his right ankle. It looks like you can see here, right there. He kind of had his right ankle up, and he was ready to put it back down, and it got buried into the turf as he was taken out from the back side there. So Millard West will try to take advantage of their fallen teammate here as Eric Fonner will boot it into the middle here for the Wildcats, trying to potentially take a 2-1 lead. Nice job to the far post there, but tipped away. Nice job by Lewis Florsch to get over to the side and then cover it as well.
Yeah, well done. Again, both keepers, good to see both keepers being aggressive, going for balls and trying to take control of their box. That was good. That was a tough ball floating away from them. Got a good tip to it and recovered. So good sign for taking control of your box and composure as the game gets later and set pieces become even more dangerous.
Now Gordon with it now. Cutting across to the outside. Nice job of crossing up the defense on that play as Edward Gordon into the middle now, giving himself a chance. But that one unable to get all the way through as it ricochets off a teammate. Now Creighton Prep will try and track it down. Kozel back down the side. Nice pass. And into the middle now for Gordon once again. Millard West giving up some of those passing lanes, but really not allowing anything into the middle and forcing it to the edge, and that's, you know, been pretty successful so far trying to do that.
Yeah, they've shut down a lot in the middle, but it seems like Prep's found a bit of success in that first half, and then again here on their right-hand side, Millard West left-hand side. So we'll see if they continue to try to expose that. Is that something that they found, or is that just the way the game is developing for them? But that seems to be where their strength is coming from right now.
Yeah, Zapata, you saw on the replay there, it looked like the Creighton Prep defender got away with the handball in the middle of that rush and nothing called, but Zapata was clearly unhappy with it, but moves on and gets back on defense here to try and keep his team where they're at right now. Now an opportunity with Sean Toohey on the far side. Keeps it in. Looking into the middle now for a shot on goal. Bishop again with the save. Toohey doing a nice job not only keeping it in bounds, but then giving himself an opportunity to put a play on the ball, and Bishop just able to make the save.
We talked about that earlier. The individual moment did a good job working hard to keep it in bounds. And a bit of a dangerous cross in there, and then the goalkeeper, another individual moment. He's been great so far.
A little bit too physical there as Edward Gordon is whistled for it, and the Wildcats will try to take advantage with a quick boot here as they get into position. Connor Tupper with the spot right there, and now he'll give way to his teammate Joseph Sutter for the boot here. It's just about almost 7 minutes now into the second half, and still a 1-1 game. Both teams trying to get into position. Nice boot from Sutter into the middle there. That's a 50-50 ball if you've ever seen it. It looks like They'll rule it out of bounds off of the Wildcats. A little bit of a begging job there by Grant Sotolo with the official trying to get that corner kick, but
yeah, trying to
no avail.
Yeah, that was a dangerous ball. That's what you're looking for, something that's going to kind of cause some congestion and not easy for the defenders to pick off. Hope to get a corner out of it, or hope to get that second ball. This game, the second half kind of has a feel that the first half did. The first half, you know, a lot of set pieces at the beginning. Game didn't quite settle in. Seems to be a bit more emotion here right now, but kind of the same feel as the first half of both teams trying to find their groove a little bit.
Millard West trying to push it up now, looking for Fauner. A little bit of a battle there, but nothing too crazy. As Fauner unable to corral it, it gets back to Florsch, and he'll send it back into the midfield here. Good strong kick from him.
You just want to see both these teams settle the game down and try to solve it themselves, rather than, you know, looking for the referee to make a call that's going to win them the game, and, you know, some silly handball at half field or something like that to kind of lose focus. Get the ball on the ground again, start knocking it around, and kind of play good soccer again, and put on an entertaining show for the fans and the state of Nebraska.
Prep will have it here on the throw-in. Still 1-1. Goals in this game scored by Michael Korbitz for Creighton Prep, and Daniel Zapata had the answer later on in the first half to even things up, if you're just joining us. And that's where we stand now. Both teams with opportunities in the second half. Chase Bishop with a couple of big saves for the Wildcats to keep things where they are.
Looks like Millard West maybe flipped Fauner and Zapata a little bit. Zapata was drifting a little bit farther back, whereas in the first half at moments Fauner was kind of coming back deeper to get the ball. Now both are sitting up high. We'll see if they see something there that they want to take advantage of, or what. But it's important that those two get a hold of the ball a lot. So.
Yeah, you got to feel like, you know, if you're Coach Biernig, you're thinking you're doing pretty well defensively. If you can move both of those guys up front and give yourself a chance to attack more on offense, if you're comfortable enough with your back line,
yeah,
it's a good weapon to have for you there.
Goalkeeper's been playing well, so they got confidence in there. They're just gonna, you know, they lost a bit of it in the first half when Fauner wasn't getting the ball, so got to figure out a way to get him back. If Prep gets a run of play, Millard West, how do you get Fauner back, drift him back to get the ball, get him creatively, you know, getting other players involved.
About 10 minutes now into this second half. Good action on both ends so far. Millard West now with Fauner with the ball here on the far side. Back to Fauner in the middle, just outside of his reach there. And Creighton Prep will send it back the other way. Gordon with it, looking back into the middle. Now back to Gordon. Look for the Junior Jays to flip the field here. There it is. They try to get behind, looking for Tim Cafton on that one, but a little bit too strong and
hopeful. That's kind of what we said, hopeful ball, hoping you're kind of playing it forward, hoping something happens, and nothing was really on. And for Prep, maybe take advantage of some strength in the midfield and keep the ball a little bit, look for those plays wide where they've had some success.
Now Prep on the run out up ahead here, looking for Cafton again, but a little bit too far out in front, and Bishop cuts down the angle and sends it back into the middle. Back to Gordon again now. Kozel with it. Trying to find an open passing lane here somewhere. A little bit of a dangerous pass there across the middle in front of Fauner, but able to make it connect. Now Prep on the turn there into the middle, but sent back the other way by Joseph Sutter. And the Wildcats will take back control.
Be interesting to see as this game goes on, as it get tighter and tighter, as either team doesn't want to make a mistake, or does it open up and one team kind of, you know, assert their confidence, because right now it's slowing down a little bit. You know, both teams have been okay with some opportunities, but the clock ticking down now. More nerves, more emotion comes into play. People are going to play afraid to make a mistake. Whereas in the first half, I thought the highlight was both teams really try to play and get in front of goal and opportunity. So as the game gets tighter, maybe set pieces come into play even more. That second opportunity, that moment of goalkeeping, that moment of creative finishing.
An opportunity there off the top of the crossbar, but finally saved by Bishop. Again, we just saw some of the highlights of his game thus far, and another opportunity for Creighton Prep, and it goes off of Bishop, and then it looked like it went off of the crossbar. We can take another look at it here. As for Millard West, Grant Sotolo seems a little bit beat up, but yeah, it goes right off the crossbar there. Bishop able to get there for the rebound as Ben Cafton tried to put it home. Here's another look at it for you. A little bit of a shoulder there, and gets away with it, trying to get it into the goal any way they can do it right now. And Bishop able to collect himself and get back over for the rebound try. And that's one of those things in soccer, you can't assume anything. And now Zapata with it on the middle here, trying to get himself in position. He's taken down in the box, looking for a call, but nothing doing there. It was a
good defending out.
A little bit of a hope for him to try and go sprawling down to the ground there, but you know the fans for Millard West remember that penalty kick from the first half, and they were hoping for something similar.
Grabbing his hamstring now too. We'll see. But
clearly frustrated and not able to walk as comfortably as he'd like right now. You wonder if it's that same hip potentially that he got hurt, or if it's the hamstring. It looked like he gestured toward his right hammy.
Yep.
And we'll take another look at the play here as he tries to get in front, using the body there, doing a nice job for Creighton Prep to keep Zapata out of the way there. And Will Apker, nice job on the defensive side, but you see it right there. Zapata grabbing that right hamstring as he comes down to the ground. You'll see it here as he goes rolling. His right hamstring, he's got his arm on it right there, and that's not a good sign. We talked about the first injury when he came off, and it was a little bit of a scare just to be in the hip. But when you've got the hamstring there and he's limping as he is right now, you see it. He's frustrated. Clearly, put his hands up over his head after it happened, and I don't think he feels real confident about his ability to run down another ball like that. So we'll have to see. Zapata's health certainly a big factor in this game, not just getting the Wildcats here, but trying to win a state championship. They're second in program history, and could be a tougher task as well if they don't have him in the lineup.
Absolutely, could be a game changer, especially as a game if it goes into overtime. That's when you start to rely on your stars more, and if they don't have him in there, it would be tough. We'll see how they make adjustments. You know, they still got a quality player like Fauner, who they've been playing through as well. Maybe you have to play through him a little bit more, and somebody else is going to have to step up and fill that role.
To the outside now on the charge. Nice job getting the angle there as Grant Satola is knocked away by the Junior Jays. And Satola, a nice burst around the edge there, just about gave himself a chance to get one into the center there, but knocked away before he had the opportunity to do it.
And I think we saw that from just a bit earlier when Prep had that set piece that kind of bounced off the shoulder and went off the post. It was, you know, a hustle moment, an individual moment, and a good goalkeeping moment. So it's going to be one of those, you know, kind of hustle plays or something that's going to make a difference. And we'll see now, especially with Millard West without Zapata, they're going to kind of have to look for a few more of those sort of opportunities that come their way.
Now back into the middle, heading the other way is Michael Corbett for the Junior Jays, looking for his teammate Joseph Eckert on the long pass into the middle there, but it's intercepted and sent back the other way now for the Wildcats. Fauner with it up ahead to his teammate, but deflected a little bit off angle there, and Millard West will try and collect and send it back down the sideline. They're able to do that successfully. Nice play by Drew Cordes to make that happen. And Cordes again now up ahead to his teammate Caden Frank, who's been a little bit quiet, but certainly one of the players to watch for on this Millard West team. We've got a little takedown here in the middle of the field, and Junior Jays will get rid of it quick and try to take advantage of the stoppage.
Game's gotten a bit sloppy again. The clock's ticking down a little bit. Both teams are, you know, a little bit more conservative. I think they got to get back to playing to their strengths. Because both teams, that first half was a good half. Both teams had a lot of positives. This game's kind of now, you know, Zapata out. They had a moment. Prep had a moment. Now we'll see who collects themselves and kind of regroups, and they could solve each other in the last 25 minutes of this game.
Javier Najera in now for the Wildcats, relieving Eric Fauner as he takes a seat briefly here for the Millard West squad.
I think if you're Prep, get the ball on the ground, get it wide, see if you can create opportunities around the end. And if you're Millard West, can you find Fauner's feet? And can you work off him? And can you help him?
Sean Tui getting a breather for Creighton Prep as well. Coming way out is Lewis Flores, and it deflects right to the Millard West player, and Caden Frank puts it home. A risky play there by Lewis Flores, and the Wildcats take advantage and take a 2-1 lead.
And we've kind of been saying that all along. It could be an individual moment, could be something, a bounce, anything, and that's what it was. Flores did a good job coming out. Bit of a tough spot. He just tried to clear it. That defender, nothing he can do. He was in the way. It was just kind of a fluky play, and kudos to Frank for hustling to put himself in that spot and then getting the bounce to be right there and then finishing. I mean, it was just a kind of a tough all-around play. Good for Millard West, tough for Prep. Now we'll see 24 minutes. They got to respond.
Yeah, you could see Flores got it away from Frank, but it went off his own defender, Will Apker, on the shoulder as he tried to clear it to the side. And Flores, obviously, once he got out to that point in the field, not able to pick it up. And that was the reason he had to boot it. He made the decision and he got there before Frank was able to get there for Millard West. But, as you've seen, Millard West hasn't had the control possession shots. They've had the quick spurt possession shots like that. And Frank, kudos to him for running it down and not giving up on the play and able to convert and give the Wildcats a 2-1 lead here with just over 24 minutes remaining.
Yeah, something similar to their first goal, kind of caught people off guard a little bit, but nothing that Prep could have done. It was just a bit unfortunate. The goalkeeper did what he's supposed to, come off the line and be active. Just, tough break, but you got 24 minutes. How do you respond? You're kind of a powerhouse program. You've been here before. You've been in these moments. You got a lot of quality players. 24 minutes is a lot of time.
Yeah, it certainly is. We've seen a lot of action so far, a lot of scoring opportunities for each team just in this first 16 minutes or so. And here's another one coming up as a handball whistled on Tanner Miller of Millard West, and the Junior Jays will have themselves a shot at it right here.
Watch again with that set piece they had last time. They tried to see what their goalkeeper was doing and try to catch him off guard. Look, now they're going to kind of be a little bit more patient here. But again, set pieces, that second ball, bouncing around, dangerous. And
Chase Bishop certainly lining up in the middle of the goal a little quicker this time and worried about that play, but cleared out for Millard West there. And not really a scoring opportunity for the Junior Jays on that one, as Kozel a little bit shorter than maybe he wanted it to be on that one.
Yeah, that's what we talked about that earlier. It's tough when you just play the ball and the defenders don't have to change their body position at all just to clear it away. You got your whole team running towards the goal, ball short. You set yourself up for a counterattack as well, but you just gave up a goal and you have an opportunity and you mishit it.
Gordon with it under control now. Back to Apkin over in the middle of the field for Creighton Prep as they reverse sides, and a little bit of a misplay there for the Junior Jays. The Wildcats will get possession here, 22 and counting to play in the second half of this Class A championship game. The Wildcats, a bit of a surprise, now up 2-1.
Be a big storyline for them, knocking off Kearney, then South, and Prep. I mean, that's kind of what they had talked about. The three that got them earlier in the year to come back, and they're in a good position. Now they've just got to be solid defensively, not give up silly fouls, stay compact, stay organized, and see this game out, especially as Prep start pressing and pressing and pressing. They may get another opportunity here.
Now Prep with an opportunity on that one. It's taken away from him. We'll have a free kick here, and Ryan Mix is down on the sidelines with an injury update here on Daniel Zapata.
Has his right hamstring iced up. He appears very doubtful to come back. Unfortunately, both of his hamstrings were hurt earlier in the year. He appears to be grimacing. Does not look like it is likely that Zapata will return. So tough blow for Millard West.
Well, Creighton Prep trying to cut into that 2-1 deficit here if they get the opportunity.
Again, they're going to make a dangerous ball here.
Brandon Caniglia a little bit short on it, but a good touch right away from Creighton Prep. Unable to convert. Looked like it went off of Chase Bishop, though, so the Junior Jays should get another chance at it. Nice job getting himself into position there. Looked like it might have been Mark Braun that tried to get a quick side kick on it. And he'll take the corner kick now as Eric Fauner comes back into the game for Millard West. And for Creighton Prep, we'll see Vincent Millett and Tanner Andrews back into this game as well as Colin Kozel takes a seat. Good ball into the middle here for the Junior Jays, a little bit high. Goes to the far side. Eckert able to track it down and get it back into the middle.
Especially as Prep's chasing a goal now, it's going to be so important that their set pieces and their corner kicks are dangerous and not floated too short and soft. We saw in the first half where the one Bishop had to chase and couldn't quite get to it. They got to make advantage of every opportunity that they're going to get here, because Millard West is just going to get tighter and tighter and tougher and tougher. as they get focused on just seeing this game out.
Now this one knocked out of bounds off of Mark Braun there, and it looks like it's going to be Millard West on the throw-in here down on the sideline as they try to keep control of the possession, keep control of this game, leading 2-1.
See if Prep starts to send a few more numbers forward. Press Millard West a little bit in the attacking end.
I'll take another chance here as Millard West has done all game, really sending one out to run it down, and Tanner Miller able to do it there and up into the middle now to give themselves an opportunity as Connor Cloyd gets it over onto the far side.
Good composure to hold on to that ball from Miller. Good move there.
And this ball knocked out of bounds as Grant Satola tries to corral it, but we take a look here as the Millard West Wildcats take a 2-1 lead and give themselves a chance here with an opportunity, and they've got a chance here in the middle as well. This one back to the goalkeeper. Louis Florsch grabs it and he'll send it back into the middle. Now the Wildcats up 2-1. 19 minutes remaining here.
Millard West has done a good job, just other than that set piece here and there. They've just kind of frustrated Prep and kind of closed the door on a lot of things and haven't given up a lot, haven't looked exposed like they did those first few moments in that first half where you thought Prep really had an advantage on them. They've kind of cleaned that up a little bit and have been pretty strong and need to just contain it and be tight. And then when they get the ball, get it to Fonner and have them hold on to it, keep the ball and run down the clock.
Nice job on the offensive attack there as Michael Corbis using his body position to get themselves a free kick. Millard West doesn't like the call very much, but Corbis clearly taken down on the play. And the Junior Jays down 2-1 here with 18 and change remaining. Will have themselves a nice free kick opportunity with Vincent Millett once again.
Another set piece thing. Not quite sure the numbers, but they continue to get these set pieces, but Millard West has continued to be strong in them, and Prep hasn't always played the greatest balls with them.
And Millett right into the wall on that one, and Junior Jays will have to collect themselves and start over. Back into the middle is Millett, but it's knocked out of the danger zone there by the Wildcats. And Creighton Prep continues to try and give themselves a chance here. Once knocked out of bounds off of the Wildcats, so Creighton Prep once again with a corner kick. You got to think, when you just look at the numbers and the odds with all the set pieces, as you mentioned, Casey, that we've had here so far in this game, Creighton Prep probably just about due at this point.
Yeah, you'd think something was coming. They haven't been quite sharp on them. They've had a lot of opportunities, but they haven't led to a lot of great moments or near misses or anything like that. On the other hand, Millard West needs to do a bit better job clearing the ball and getting a hold of it so Prep doesn't run right back at him.
Nice job there by getting it in. Chase Bishop tries to knock it away, but it doesn't go anywhere. Prep just kind of had the ball sitting there for a while, unable to convert, though.
That's what we talked about, though.
Give themselves a chance, but that's exactly what you want.
That's a dangerous ball.
Now you look at that play right there, and another good opportunity for Prep here on the centering ball, but coming out to get it is Chase Bishop, and it remains 2-1. Bishop playing well. You saw on that last corner kick, he came out and was able to get a finger on it, but he didn't get the solid contact that he wanted to knock it away from the scoring position, really. It just kind of hung out there for a little while until Millard West was finally able to clear it out, but certainly a scary few seconds if you're Ron Biernick for the Millard West Wildcats.
Yeah, and the importance of a dangerous ball and the havoc that it can cause. It was a tough ball for the goalkeeper to handle, but then kudos again to Chase Bishop for moments later came out and attacked the ball. Sometimes you might be nervous, keeps coming out, being aggressive. He's been aggressive all night, and that's an important quality you want to have in your goalkeepers. No fear, playing aggressive, coming off your line, not worrying about mistakes, and attacking the next one.
And another play there, you saw the short hop. He couldn't really grab it cleanly right away, so he had to kind of knock it down, and the ball kind of ricocheted back a little bit further than he wanted, gave Creighton Prep a chance to try and run it down, but again, Millard West escapes without any damage done.
Tough hop, sort of that short hop in baseball. You goalkeeper, you don't want to attack it too much and have it fumbled or bounce over your head. More importantly, he did a good job even after he fumbled it, attacked it, so they didn't get an opportunity out of it. Prep's gained a little bit of momentum here. Dangerous corner kick, then another opportunity. So we'll see if they can build on this and kind of get a hold of the ball and create more opportunities that they're looking for.
And 15:25 remaining here in regulation. Millard West up 2-1. We'll be back with the finish of this game just after this.
Hello, I'm Emily Nash, NET's Early Childhood Education Specialist. NET's Ready to Learn initiative focuses on at-risk children and delivers research-tested materials with recognizable PBS characters. Ready to Learn helps many children in kindergarten through 2nd grade increase reading ability. When your family watches kids programming on NET, it's more than entertainment. Your support of NET helps make great programming possible and helps educate Nebraskans of all ages. Thank you.
In the late 60s, peak years for the war in Vietnam, Lem was a college student in Saigon.
I saw people running all over the place. I just looked around like, this can't be happening.
We unicycled to school. Not everyone has a dad who will make them a unicycle.
It is a place where you can actually walk back through time.
Friday night at 7 Central Time on NET1.
And we're back here at Morrison Stadium. Chase Bishop has been the story here for the Millard West Wildcats. 6 saves tonight, and the degree of difficulty on those saves, Casey, has been pretty impressive as he keeps his team with a 2-1 lead at the moment.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him, especially as they lost Zapata. He's just come up big time after time.
Good run-out opportunity here, and crashing to the ground. Nothing called there as Finley trying to do his best to get the Junior Jays back even. Nice job getting it back for the Junior Jays here and trying to set something up in the middle. Edward Gordon off to the far side now looking for Tanner Andrews, and he'll chip it well out of the range of his teammate. Tough hop there before he got a foot on it. And we'll have a couple of substitutions coming back in for Creighton Prep. Jacob Mueller and Sean Toohey. And coming out, it looks like for Millard West, Tanner Miller getting a breather as well.
Just maybe could have taken another touch there, but now with 14 minutes left, Prep's got to start thinking about making a few different adjustments, putting a few numbers forward, trying to find a difference to solve this Millard West defense, and more importantly, their goalkeeper.
Luke Finley will take a seat for Creighton Prep as well here as Junior Jays try to force it upfield. Wildcats will have a throw in here. 14 minutes remaining. 2-1 game, Millard West out in front. Nice play up ahead here, looking for his teammate. Monahan with it, tries to circle and get it back into the middle, but runs into traffic. Then Fauner tips it back out, but the Junior Jays recover. Nolet again, looking down the far side, but can't get it past the defense of the Wildcats. And
dangerous moment, though. They just got to keep chipping away at that and chipping away. A little bit more urgency every time down, more numbers forward, a little bit sharper, but it's kind of what they're looking for.
Now another run-out opportunity here for the Junior Jays is rejected and sent back the other way as Millard West continues to try and just clear the zone. Nolet up ahead now looking for Monahan on the deflection, but it's knocked out of bounds, and the Wildcats will settle for giving up a corner kick opportunity here once again.
Again, you got to float this ball somewhere in the 6, make the goalkeeper make a decision like the past couple times that have been dangerous. It's got to be a good service here for Prep if you're looking to get that goal back.
Vincent Nolet with the opportunity here, a little short on that one. Monahan got a touch on it, but unable to corral it. Now the Junior Jays trying to get it back, and Millard West able to clear. Back to Gordon for Creighton Prep, and gets it over to his teammate Noah Florsch, trying to get something back into the middle. A lot of bodies coming down here. Eckert goes tumbling on that one.
Could be important. For 12 minutes is a lot of time. So Millard West, they're clearing the ball, but if they're just clearing it right back to the Prep defense at half field, they're just going to keep getting wave after wave of opportunity. They're going to maybe find some feet, find Fauner's feet, and then hold the ball and waste some time that way.
Now direct shot on Chase Bishop on that one is saved, and it's 2-1 Millard West now with 12 minutes and counting remaining in this contest.
Looks like Millard West is content to stay tight in the back and play it forward and see the game out.
And here's an opportunity with Fauner has possession in the middle of the field, chips it up ahead to his teammate. Nice shot on goal, deflected and in, and Millard West has a 2-goal lead. Caden Frank puts it away off a great setup from Eric Fauner.
Great, again, we talked about it. Millard West got to get Fauner, get a hold of the ball, did a great job with it, and a great finish.
Now here's another look at it. Fauner with a perfect chip shot right up ahead. Caden Frank able to settle it and get it just over the reach of Florsch. 3-1 Wildcats.
What a play, what a great.
It's a fantastic shot on goal. Looks like it even might have been deflected off of a Creighton Prep defender here. It might have changed directions and messed with Florsch just a little bit, just enough. He got a fingertip on it, but he was so far out at that point that he wasn't able to deflect it over the net.
No, he had to come out. The goalkeeper did all right. It was just that was a great finish, good composure. Did well, especially with the ball bouncing at his midsection. Just take it under control, not panic, just strike it well, and good things will happen. Great ball into him, great composure, and a great goal, and a great momentum for them. Now you got to ride this game out.
Good awareness by Frank too to know where Florsch would be, trying to come out and cut down the angle on that. He didn't rip off a shot like he would have if Florsch was back further. He tried to chip it over him and successfully was able to do that and give the Wildcats a 2-goal lead here, a little bit of cushion, and now we'll definitely see Millard West settle back into the defensive zone here even more so than they had.
Yep. We saw it in the SCOTUS game as well. Both lots of goals with good composure. People kind of remaining calm, just doing what they had to. Good goals tonight. Prep, they still got time. 11 minutes. They just got to get a goal back here. Good services, create something. Work their way back one step at a time. Game's not over for them. And they're a good team, lots of good players. They can't give up, got to keep fighting. And Millard West has to stay composed and calm and not make a silly mistake, give up a PK that can change the game. So it's getting tight. Time's winding down, but there's still some good soccer to be played, I believe.
Corner kick coming in. Tim Captain back into the game. This one will sail out of bounds, so no real chance there for the Junior Jays to make a play on it. And Millard West will send it back into the middle of the field here after Chase Bishop settles things.
And again, an opportunity missed. And not only an opportunity missed, but then now you give Millard West time to run some minutes off, some seconds off the clock.
50-50 ball here in the middle. Controlled by Sean Toohey for Creighton Prep on the far side now. Looking for real estate. Gets it up ahead. Good effort on that one, but Millard West will try to run it down. And nice job by Creighton Prep. It looked like he was able to get it off the Millard West defender, get themselves another corner kick opportunity here. Good job.
Good hustle play.
Just hustling it down and not giving up on the play and getting yourself in position.
Well, they got to make something happen out of this, be dangerous again. And again, short corner, but served right to that first defender, and now they're on the counterattack again. So in some ways, they're their own worst enemy right now with all the set pieces that they're getting. That they're just, putting themselves in more harm than any good.
Caden Frank with it once again here, just looking for open area to send it to his teammate Hunter Wesson there. And Wesson a little pesky out there on Sean Toohey, and back in front now. Caden Frank trying to get it on the 50-50 ball, but unable to do so. Creighton Prep will send it back the other way. Tanner Andrews with it, looking for Monahan, but it's intercepted. Monahan battling with Peyton Miller for possession. Junior Jays come away with it until turn it over again here. Now Vincent Millett with an opportunity on the far side here. He's got Captain, and it's booted out of bounds. Looks like that'll be a throw-in. Good job of clearing it out of the way there by Jordan Cahill, but good vision by Millett to try and get it to his teammate Tim Captain there down on the far side.
With Millard West having so many numbers back right now, Prep, even though they want to be a bit direct and dangerous, they still got to have somebody who can create and beat somebody and get a hold of the ball to break Millard West down right now, because they're compact and they're tight, so those balls through and right at them aren't doing anything. They need somebody, a playmaker, who can make something happen, kind of break their defense down.
Nice ball up ahead from Andrews to Monahan. Unable to control it. Looks like it'll be sent back the other way. Bounced up on Monahan a little bit and got him in the elbow. Whistled for the handball on that play, but a good ball up ahead there. Tanner Andrews being aggressive and really putting it in a good spot to give his teammates a chance. 3-1 now, under 8 minutes remaining in regulation. The Wildcats leading the Junior Jays, trying to hang on here for the Class A state championship.
Just think about it, Millard West done a great job, because I think when Zapata went out, it was, you know, pretty even game. So they've made the adjustments. I don't think right now Prep has made the adjustments. Millard West reacted. They overcame a bit of adversity. You know, we're fortunate on that second goal. Got a great third goal. You know, now Prep's kind of scrambling to find the solution to it.
Now we've got a yellow card handed out here as Will Apker is dished out, and he'll complete his case to the coaching staff. And a little frustration there for Will, as looked like he drew the yellow card, but
yeah, we haven't seen that as much in the second game as we did in the first game, where kind of the complaining and the chippiness and the looking to the referee. But it's still kind of an unfortunate part of the game. You solve the problem on the field, don't get caught up. Ref, whatever you think of the call, move on. You know, you got 2 goals to score.
Now Creighton Prep trying to get back into this game and cut it down to a 1-goal deficit. They'll have a good chance here as Vincent Millett gets it up and able to control it. Are the Junior Jays. A little bit of sense of urgency certainly on that play, trying to make something happen right away.
Again, you know, you got to take those shots, but if you're kind of just shooting to be hopeful and you got to square your shoulders and get that on goal to make something happen. So Prep they're around the goal right now, but they haven't had that quality opportunity that they need to kind of break this game back into to their favor.
3-1 now, 6:43 and counting here in the state Class A championship game. First touch there, nice job getting ahead on it, was Ian Freeman. Creighton Prep trying to come back here, and this one knocked out of bounds by the Wildcats, who are content just to keep the ball away from the Junior Jays at this point.
Yep, they're just right now trying to take the air out of the ball. And
Millett, nice pass up ahead there. Chase Bishop chasing it down before the Junior Jays get themselves a chance to score here. And 6 minutes left now as Bishop milking every second he can before he gets rid of that ball.
We talked about it. I thought what I found interesting is I thought this would be, you know, we mentioned the quality players, but you know, I thought it was going to be a real team game. But if you think about it as well, and it has been, but Fonner and Zapata both influenced 2 of the goals and have been the difference, whereas Prep, we've talked about their key players just kind of haven't found their groove. And then as well, Millard West has had Chase Bishop step up. So, you know, although both teams have been pretty even and there's no quite superstar out there, the key players for Millard West have played a bigger role, I think, than Preps have right now. And something's got to change in these last 5 minutes. Otherwise, Millard West is going to walk home with the title and a great momentum swing to get them through that tournament.
Now Millard West on the attack now offensively. You can see just a few players going upfield, trying not to be too aggressive and leave themselves vulnerable on the back end there. But nice job by Ian Freeman trying to chase that one down, but unable to corral it. And Creighton Prep back up ahead now, looking for Tim Cafton. Ball deflects off of him. Monahan trying to race it down, but Chase Bishop able to come up with it before Monahan can reach it. And we're under 5 minutes to play. A 2-goal lead for the Millard West Wildcats.
You understand why they want to, you know, play a through ball, but those are, especially that far away and directly in front of the goalkeeper, those are tough. And they've got the players to kind of settle it, get a hold of it in the midfield and create something from wide. They haven't been real successful with those balls, long balls through.
Up ahead now is Tanner Andrews trying to chase it down. Pushing it upfield strong and headed out of bounds is Caden Frank. Man who scored that last goal to give the Wildcats that cushion. Back into the game for Creighton Prep now is Mark Braun.
Been an interesting theme in both games. And you talked about with Scotus, they lost their top goal scorer and were able to react. Millard West lost an important part of their piece and were able to react. So it's been, we kind of mentioned it earlier, dealing with adversity and dealing with what's thrown at you. And both teams that look like they're going to walk away with the championship tonight were able to handle what was thrown at them and solve problems and kind of keep their cool.
Now the Wildcats trying to keep their cool here through the last 4 minutes or so of play. Booted out of bounds again, and Creighton Prep will have to chase it down and throw her back in.
Right now, the more balls into the stands for Millard West, the better. The clock just keeps running down, and they're that much closer to a title.
Austin O'Brien off the throw in there and knocked out of bounds again by the Wildcats. Junior Jays trying to chase it down to make something happen here. 2-on-1 at that point, but it looks like it's going to be a corner kick for Creighton Prep. So this is one of those you really need to convert on to give yourself a chance to make this happen.
Unless something happens here, it looks like it's Millard West title.
Tim Cafton will boot it for the Junior Jays. High side and knocked out of bounds there, deflected away. And Millard West will send it back toward the offensive zone here. It's 3-1 with 2:50 remaining.
It's been a good, entertaining first half. In the second half, both teams played hard. Maybe not quite as fancy or pretty, but good. I think a good overall final and some good goals, good composure, and teams that know each other well. Try to play hard, but been pretty respectful of each other, and been a good showcase for soccer. I've been pretty happy to be involved in watching this.
2:30 to go here in this contest. Don't miss the NSAA Nebraska High School Girls State Soccer Championships tomorrow on NET. Watch live action beginning at 5:30 Central. Visit netnebraska.org for individual game times. A live webcast will be available at our website and on the NET Nebraska app. Just over 2 minutes remaining here in this Class A championship. Chase Bishop toying with the Junior Jays a little bit, trying to kill some time here as we're down under 2 minutes to play in the state title game.
Chase it down and put a little bit of pressure on him, not make it so easy for him.
O'Brien unable to control things there for Prep, and Millard West almost with another opportunity. Out in front now for Monahan as he tries to race one down and give the Junior Jays a little bit of hope here in the final minute and a half.
Good story for Millard West, and credit to them, to knock off the three teams that got him earlier in the year. That shows a lot of character and a lot of focus to kind of come back and drive and momentum. It's been a good tournament for him.
Jordan Cahill doing a nice job defensively for the Wildcats there as well. 3-1 now, approaching 1 minute remaining in this game.
I don't think, when it's all said and done, you can't take anything away from them. They beat South and they beat Prep, so they're rightfully so. They're the champions.
Yeah, there's no cheap way to get through the state championship bracket, and certainly not in the case of Millard West, as they are under a minute remaining here in the Class A title game. Creighton Prep down 2 goals, and really their last shot here, trying to get something going in the final seconds. Creighton Prep desperately trying to get something upfield. Good pressure there by Caden Frank, just making it difficult. And that's all they can really hope to do at this point.
Still playing hard to the end, playing through, playing fair. Nothing really crazy, so, good for both teams.
Millard West will have the throw in here as we're under 10 seconds to play. They're going to let this one go, and Millard West is going wild. The Wildcats win the second state championship in program history, 3-1, caging the Junior Jays and delivering Ron Biernick a win in his final game as head coach for the Wildcats.
What a way to go out.
Unbelievable feeling there for Millard West as they get the win with the fireworks here at Morrison Stadium. We'll have much more on this game coming up right after the break on NET Sports.
Whether it's spring planting, fall harvesting, or just a drive across the state, soy biodiesel helps a diesel-powered engine operate in a demanding job. Soybean oil from Nebraska soybeans makes biodiesel a renewable fuel that's also environmentally responsible. Soybean Checkoff plays a major role in supporting the use and availability of biodiesel. The Nebraska Soybean Board, growing opportunity from the ground up.
Safety tips from the Nebraska Department of Roads.
If you should run off the paved surface of the roadway, keep a firm grip on the steering wheel. Resist any immediate urge to whip the vehicle back onto the pavement. A rapid attempt to return to the pavement may cause you to lose control of your vehicle. Ease off the accelerator and avoid slamming on the brakes. Unless there is a more serious threat, stay off the road until the surface allows for a gradual, safe return.
Back when the fields were worked by rugged men guiding heavy plows behind horses, First Nebraska Bank was there, helping farmers buy the land and equipment they needed to grow the future. More than a century later, we're still here, helping nurture the Nebraska farm families who dedicate their lives to feeding America and the world. But it all starts with a seed, and that's why the seed is our symbol and our promise. Now, let's go grow something.
Participating in Nebraska high school activities has taught me about teamwork.
I've learned how to lead among my peers.
At my high school, I have set goals and I work hard to accomplish them.
I like to run on my cross country team. It makes me feel good about myself.
The Nebraska School Activities Association, providing opportunities in over 25 activities in 304 high schools across the state of Nebraska. We are the other half of education.
Coverage of the 2015 NSAA Boys High School Soccer Championships on NET is made possible in part by the Nebraska Soybean Board, First Nebraska Bank, and the Nebraska Department of Roads. A big thank you to all our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We couldn't do it without your support. And we're back live here as Millard West captures the Class A state championship 3-1. There's your scoring summary. Daniel Zapata and then Caden Frank with a pair for the Wildcats, who capture the second state championship in program history. Time now to pass out the awards for both teams. Let's head down to the field.
The Nebraska School Activities Association is honored to have medals and trophies for both of these outstanding teams. Presentations will be made by NSAA Board of Director members Nolan Byer from Millard Public Schools, Mark Norvell from Fillmore Central, and U.S. Bank Representative Brandon Turway. Here are the awards for 2015 Class A runner-up Creighton Prep High School. Will head coaches Tom Hoover and Jim Swanson and your assistants please step forward toward the middle of the field to present the silver medals to each team member. Players, as your name is called, please come forward to receive your medal. Double zero, Caleb Bayer. Number 1, Louis Florsch. Number 2, Joseph Eckert. Number 3, Joseph Florsch. Number 4, Noah Florsch. Number 5, Edward Gordon. Number 6, Jacob Mueller. Number 7, Mark Braun. Number 8, Brandon Caniglia. Number 9, Sean Tui. Number 10, Timothy Cafton. Number 11, Austin O'Brien. Number 12, Vincent Nolette. Number 13, Trevor Johnson. Number 14, Colin Kozel. Number 15, Peter Monahan. Number 16, Tanner Andrews. Number 17, Benjamin Kafton. Number 18, Will Epker. Number 19, Luke Findley. Number 21, Michael Corbett. And number 22, Jacob Kenny. And now, here is the NSAA 2015 Class A runner-up trophy. Congratulations, Creighton Prep High School.
And congratulations to the Creighton Prep Junior Jays, finishing as the second place team in Class A. Not where they wanted to be, but certainly a fantastic season for Creighton Prep as they accept their trophy. Now, as for the winners of Millard West, let's head back over to the award ceremony.
Now to the 2015 Class A champions. First, head coach Ron Biernick. We have a special award for you. Coach, would you and your assistants please present the gold medals to the members of your championship team? Number 1, Chase Bishop. Number 2, Justin Mock. Number 3, Drew Cortes. Number 4, Jordan Cahill. Number 5, Joey Sutter. Number 6, Connor Cloyd. Number 7, Tanner Miller. Number 8, Connor Tupper. Number 9, Caden Frank. Number 10, Dan Zapata. Number 11, Ian Freeman. Number 12, Grant Satola. Number 13, Peyton Miller. Number 14, Eric Feiner. Number 15, Javier Nahera. Number 16, Rohan Kendall. Number 17, Hunter Wesson. Number 18, Jake Simon. Number 19, Jeremy Hoych. Number 20, Justin Hoych. Number 21, Sam Johnson. And number 22, Conrad Sandoz. And now for these outstanding athletes and their school, here is the 2015 NSAA Class A State Soccer Championship Trophy. Congratulations, Millard West High School.
And there it is, what you've been working for all season, the state championship trophy. Congratulations to Millard West, winning it all here at Morrison Stadium. As for the other side of things, Ryan Mix is down with the co-head coaches from Creighton Prep. Ryan?
Yeah, Thor, tough way to end the season for the Junior Jays, but this is your guys' 4th appearance in the finals the last 5 years. Pretty remarkable run. Nothing for the kids to hang their heads about.
We're very blessed to have been so competitive the past 5, 6, 8 years. And I find great consolation in the fact that we have great kids we feel good for our friend Ron Biernick, you know, and the Millard West fans. Great game by them, but we're very fortunate to be where we are in the success we've had.
Jim, a lot of class by you guys going and shaking Ron Biernick's hand before the end of the match. Like you said, it's tough for you guys to go out, but I have to imagine you guys are happy for Coach Biernick.
You know, at the end of the day, it's still a soccer match, and these are still young men. And Ron and I and Tom are friends, and we've been colleagues, coaching against each other for a long time. So, you know, and the guys know each other. At the end of the day, it's really about, you know, being collegial with one another and realizing that there's a bigger picture out there. So we're very proud of our guys. Did a great job and very pleased for Millard West, their success.
I think a lot of people can take pride in that, and very classy by you guys. Once again, congrats on a great season, and I'm sure we'll see you guys back here at some point.
Thanks for showing us on TV. It's wonderful for everybody out there to be able to see this. It's wonderful.
All right, guys, we'll be back with more from Morrison Stadium after this.
Thank you.
Soldiers, sailors, and airmen of the Allied Expeditionary Force, you are about to embark upon the great crusade. The eyes of the world are upon you. You will bring about the destruction of the German war machine, the elimination of Nazi tyranny over the oppressed peoples of Europe. We will accept nothing less than full victory. Good luck, and let us all beseech the blessing of Almighty God upon this great and noble undertaking.
Saturday night at 8 Central on NET World.
Go online with NET News for our one-on-one discussions with Nebraska policymakers each week on Capitol Conversations. NET News reporter Fred Knapp explores the issues important to Nebraskans, and he'll introduce you to the state's decision makers. Watch online at netnebraska.org/news or on the NET News Nebraska Facebook page. NET News, your trusted source for state legislative coverage.
Welcome back to Morrison Stadium in Omaha. Millard West, your Class A boys champions, 3-1 over Creighton Prep. Head coach Ron Biernick joining me live. Coach, what a way for you to go out. This is your final game as head coach.
It's outstanding. Like our captain said a few games ago, only one team gets to go out winning, and then they did it, you know. And I'm couldn't be more proud of them. I'm super happy. I know what this means, and it's a nice feeling.
Your team entered the postseason 10-7. Now, being honest, do you think you could have envisioned this?
Yeah, because I thought we were a good competitive squad. Stringing this many games together, 5 in a row, districts and state, yeah, I didn't know if we had that in us. But as we got healthy and players back, yeah, I thought we could compete because we were in most games that we played this year. We were in them.
Well, after Creighton Prep struck first, you guys bring home 3 goals, and you get to end your career state champions. Can't script it much better than that. Maybe not a dry sweatshirt, though.
No, that's fine. But no, I just super happy. It's hard to come up with the words, but I'm happy for the team and the guys, and we're the champs. Hopefully the girls get it done tomorrow night.
That's right. Millard West is the champs, and here comes a trophy from Dan Zapata. Now, Dan, you've been battling some injuries all year. You had to go out the rest of this game with the right hamstring injury, but before you went out, you got that goal. Might have even gotten the goal twice. So a tough way for you to go out, but hey, can't beat a state championship.
Yeah. That was just a great feeling overall. I knew we were going to have to put one in, and all season I've been battling with things, and I just wanted to come out and try to help my team because I feel like they deserved it a little bit. I've kind of been out of the picture, and I wanted to do something to help out the team.
Now give us a little insight on what you guys said, you know, in the locker room going into this game. I have to imagine you guys wanted this one bad for Coach Biernick.
Well, yeah, first of all, we wanted to do it for Coach because he's retiring after this year, but we knew that this team was going to be good. They have a lot of talent. I know a lot of the guys on that team, and they are really, really good players, so we knew that if we're going to win this game, we're going to have to do it with passion. We're going to have to come out and work hard just like we did the other 2 games in state and outwork them physically and play the best that we could because the team who wanted it the most is the team who was going to come and win this championship.
You guys certainly earned it. Your hamstring's going to be feeling it. Hope that heals, though, and congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, let's bring in Creighton and Frank now. Creighton over here celebrating a state championship for Millard West. Creighton, you had a couple incredible goals. Take us through each of those.
Well, the first one, ball got mishit, bad bounce, just a tap-in goal. Second one, Eric Feiner played a great ball over. That was a fantastic ball. And then it's just an easy finish from there.
How important was it to get that third goal? Because with Creighton Prep being such a strong team, for you guys to have a bit of a cushion.
I mean, it's a huge benefit for us to have that third goal. I mean, that second goal, that demoralizes them, but that third goal puts them away.
Well, you guys had the 3-1 lead and a big cushion in part thanks to your goalkeeper, Chase Bishop. He had an outstanding performance tonight. Chase, you had a lot of shots on goal come at you, especially in the first half and early in the second half. Just kind of take us through your mindset heading into this game.
You know, we played Prep before, so I knew kind of how their mentality was, and they were definitely get the ball forward and get shots on goal and pressure the keeper. So I was definitely prepared for that, you know, warmed up, prepared to, you know, take some hits. And, you know, I think it paid off. My defense definitely helped me out. They a lot of deflections, and I think without them, you know, it would have been a completely different game.
Now, this is the 9th consecutive year Millard West has reached a state tournament, but it's the 2nd state title for the Wildcats, your first since #09. What's the feeling like right now?
Oh, it's incredible. You know, I've been here all 4 years. The past 4 years I've been here, and, you know, the mentality was definitely different this year. It's we were picked to lose, and we knew we had to come out and win. There's nothing to lose because everyone expected it. So I think we definitely shocked some people, and we got the result in the end.
Congrats, Cade. Appreciate it. Now, guys, this was quite the story for Millard West. From April 25th to April 30th, the Wildcats lost to Omaha South, Creighton Prep, and Kearney. And how about this? At state, they beat South, Prep, and Kearney. So quite the storybook ending for the Wildcats. Head coach Ron Biernick goes out a winner at Millard West as the Wildcats take home the state championship. Thor, Casey, we'll send it back to you.
Yeah, thanks, Ryan. Great stuff there, and obviously a great performance by Millard West, finishing up with a 3-1 win here over Creighton Prep in the Class A championship game, their 2nd title in program history and 1st since 2009. And don't forget, we've got a lot more soccer coming up later on. And if you'd like a DVD of today's games from the NSAA Boys High School Soccer Championships, just call 1-800-868-1868 for $19.95 plus shipping and handling. You can relive all the excitement from this year's championship for years to come, and there was certainly plenty of that. And we'll have plenty more of it coming up tomorrow night as well. We'll have the girls' state championships in Class B, Alcorn South taking on Gretna. That's at 5:30 Central Time on NET. And then in the nightcap in Class A, we'll have a little bit more as well coming up for you. So it should be a fantastic day of soccer once again. And from here in Class A on the boys' side, 3-1 Millard West, your champions in Class A. For Casey Mann, Ryan Mix, and the entire NET Sports production crew, I'm Thor Tripp. Goodbye from Morrison Stadium in Omaha.